This is a production of Darn TV.
Sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a pleasant evening sound, right?
Feels like I'm at a
Yeah.
spa.
Kind of like rainy weather music.
We might have to adjust some stuff, complete computer reset, kind of get the
Ah.
bugs worked out. Got thrown a request about 5-10 minutes before the show from the old Isaac sir.
From the commissioner. He wanted go YouTubing.
And I don't even know if we're live right now.
Well, Jenny's checking.
Yeah, it says we're streaming on both. So we're learning.
Ah.
We're learning.
Yeah, getting double exposure, huh?
Yeah,
In
we're-
stereo.
Live on YouTube, live on Facebook, per the request of Hot Sauce.
It's the right thing to do.
It is in stereo.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be in stereo?
Well, I don't know.
So is it the new generation?
You're the boss.
Are they YouTube? Is Facebook's old?
I don't know that.
I don't know that.
Now I don't have. Here's the problem. I'm not going to be able to see. I don't think I'll be able to see comments. I don't think I'll be able to see that stuff.
no.
We're learning through this. We're learning through this.
Well, those
So-
that have your number will text you.
Yes, I guess. We're going to go with that. Welcome to the Dirt Weekly.
Hello.
Post. We're going to call it graduation weekend for me, for us, for half of Minot, I believe.
Yeah,
South Prairie,
a
Bishop
lot of
Bryan,
people.
a lot of people. Minot High is upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
So,
You had Max's graduation on that windstorm day.
yes, sir.
How was that?
It was great.
It was great. Yeah. And it was the windy day. I thought Armageddon was coming. The skies were brown. I was out in it. What happened?
Is it
I thought
true
it was
that-
in The Wizard of Oz.
Turn 2 was blown away in Underwood. Is that true?
Well, it was there last night, so I'll say it came back if it did. But
How does
I would say
anybody-
corner twos were missing somewhere.
Hot Sauce, do you have any topsoil left?
I'm thinking seeding must have left the fields. Huh. On the news, it said like 10 ton per acre was moving.
It was unreal.
That's a lot of dirt.
That wind was
So,
unreal.
Yeah.
I agree. Unreal. SIBO Motorsports Rundown, specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889, which we did last week to get the old Maximer's car in there, get a new front horns on it.
Yeah, I was just going to go there. You said that they were cut off.
Have
the new
it's
one's
in the
been-
shop. I don't know where it's at. I haven't been there. Max
Ah.
was going there tonight to kind of check progress. It might not be ready by the
Yeah.
weekend.
Well, yeah, he did a little rain dance, and that saved him still.
Yep.
So he ain't missed yet. It's
Even-
Wednesday.
Even more important than that,
Uh-huh.
I ran into Ryan and Tucker at the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh,
Tucker's a nice young man.
he is.
Very energetic.
Pleasant conversation.
That's what makes racing cool is when you know, you just don't see the outside of the car. You know the heart inside there that's pounding and going. And
Yeah, you might not have met it yet. You don't know what they, you know what Tucker looks like, but you don't know what everybody looks like. And, yeah, like you say, it's kind of revealing and kind of, learn their interest and kind of their focuses. That's pretty cool. I agree.
you're having struggles.
Oh, it's doing the same thing. A complete computer reset, and it's doing the same thing. This is the first testing broadcast that we've done, so I'm not changing screens again. We're just rolling with it. Well,
So they're like my yellow numbered car. We
Yep.
change everything.
Yep.
Nothing changes.
yellow hair, yellow numbered car.
Yeah, so many things on the pallet tonight. What do we got?
On the pallet. You got a forklift to carry this pallet or what?
Yeah.
What do we got there? We got Cincinnati chili popcorn.
I'm greasing the wheels with Jordan there.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Team Craig, so I got to
Yeah.
take care of him.
Keeping the left side alive and well. Mainly alive and
Yeah, rolling along here on the Dirt Weekly, learning, and Jenny might have to dip into her savings account to get me a new computer. So,
Oh, that was a not tonight, buddy. Look.
our in-studio audience, Jenny and Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton, I have a headset for you.
Yeah, just in case. Oh, she didn't say no. She's working up some courage. It's coming.
For those that haven't joined us for a while, I think we have 2 weekends to kind of discuss, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't have a show last week. Graduation stuff took priority.
Yeah, you're getting ready for Max's graduation. That was on Thursday, and that took time to set up. That showed, and the presentation was great. And there's some magic to having it like on a Thursday. I know you've touched on that before, and you did with Peyton's, but when everybody has them on Saturday and Sunday, you can't go to them.
Yes,
because you're having your own.
Yep. And Sunday this week was a little bit of a struggle with the kind of rainy weather, cold weather. And we tried to go to a few of them and didn't make it to all of them, and did what we could.
I think we got 15, maybe 18 cards hanging on the wall. I mean,
yeah,
to squeeze into 2 days, it's like, hi, bye. Oh, why so fast? Because there's 8 more to go.
Yeah, and
Right.
then this weekend is a lot the same. We have a handful of them that we've kind of picked to go to this weekend, and we're actually going to not partake in Mandan Friday or anywhere on Saturday, and we're going to stay home and do kind of some graduation, see some families and stuff.
Yep. That's actually the same thing here. So, do the Sunday, Monday.
Yep. That's the plan.
After Underwood lights the fire tomorrow.
Yes. Underwood lighting the fire.
Yeah. It's a happening tomorrow. That means it's.
What are we dealing with? What type of classes we got?
What do we have?
We can hit it up later on the Texas Red upcoming
okay.
schedule. But,
All right.
But we got word today at about 4 o'clock that Underwood is going.
There was some complications going on, but the
she
powers that be ironed it out, and
might not
we're
have
gassed up.
gone.
I'll call it office work. We've been waiting for answers for weeks.
You are just downplaying the turn 2 situation, and it's true.
No,
And
the track.
No.
The track's very much ready to go.
Good.
So, yeah. Well, we got some facility updates and stuff like that. We're working on a north pit for the wingless in time, getting a wall put up and stuff like that. Just some cool stuff going on there, in the Underwood flavor. And tomorrow night we're going to kick it off. And
Is there a taco in a bag being offered?
well, we didn't go through the concession menu items per se, but I don't know why there wouldn't be. So they're hearing us now.
See, you're worried about your spring depth or height or whatever, and I'm worried
Load.
about taco in a bag or burger.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to those same decisions. It won't be tomorrow or next month, but it might be one of these years. I'll be side by side with you.
What about the big decisions? Yellow, red.
Yeah. Well, for me, that would be the red car. I'm struggling with the yellow car. It just, it don't RPM. I don't know how else to say it, but my rev limiter says it does in the heat, but it doesn't in the feature.
See, I frown
And I
on.
don't touch
I
anything,
frown
so.
on that
Weird.
because the red car is the one you use at Nodak. So
Yeah.
go easy on it.
Right. Well, yeah. That's the whole sell. I want to keep the red one on Sunday, so when I'm all wore out, which is on Friday, red one's just waiting patiently for the races to come. But it'll race tomorrow, Friday, Saturday off, then Sunday, Monday.
Okay.
So given it done, don't tear the front end off of it, we'll make something happen. People are changing
I got
gears.
excited when you said Sunday, Monday because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday.
We're gonna double our already done racing, all in 48.
That's a big weekend for the racers.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
It's a big weekend for all of us. You guys just keep going.
Yeah.
I'm building the show here. Like,
All right, I'm gonna say early hot sauce topic.
Okay.
This is hot because you put up the free agent stuff.
oh, that was huge, wasn't it?
It was, and I know I'm getting way ahead of you, and I like to. Kyler Jeffries rolling.
Yeah.
Kyler Jeffries rolling. So I put in the dark horse on notice.
Yeah, well, see, team owners here are moving around a little.
So you got blessed by the rain as well, because the dark horse was not going to be present on Sunday. He was in Billings for a graduation.
Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just giving you that little heads up.
The threads we sew. Right. Huh. Well, that's the way That's the way life at speed
The way it
works.
works. Just the
So,
way it works.
Yeah. We could have some surprises maybe this weekend. Like you say, there's still plenty of graduation going on. And Memorial Weekend, and I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't know
So
what you're going to get for participation. It could be more, could be less. What are you looking at?
the
Not a-
weatherman says we're going to have the warmest days we've had so far.
Eh,
Pair of low 80s.
what kind of throws you a little bit for a curve is there really isn't. I mean, there isn't a bunch of racing leading into the weekend.
Right.
You know, we have Thursday night Underwood, Mandan Friday. Then Jamestown opens Saturday. Does anybody race with Jamestown on Saturday?
Not in my 4.
Not Botno canceled their opening night.
Yeah, they moved that. Yeah.
There's no Williston,
no
Estevan.
Estevan. So
Why?
they just didn't schedule.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, Botno currently is under the same predicament as you guys were with some insurance things, some
Okay.
administrative things. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they got on getting theirs done. They ended up canceling their opening night already, which was supposed to be May 30th, I believe.
That'd be this
Week
next
from Saturday.
Yeah.
And how screwed up is the calendar this year? Because we're talking about this weekend being Memorial Day weekend when it doesn't make sense in any of our minds because
It's still May.
there's
next
still
weekend.
a weekend left in May.
Like you say, about every 6 years, this gets all wonky. Gets way over.
So that is definitely going to bring the car count to Nodak. If there's nothing going Saturday, all the Williston, all the Estevan boys are going to come to play.
We would hope so, but then you got $5 a gallon of gas in diesel.
I agree with you, Craig. The Williston Estevan participation goes up when we don't race with them on Saturday.
Yes.
For obvious reasons.
The fuel
Well,
has got to be the smallest part of the program.
Yeah, but you're it's one of them deals.
it's an easy target.
It's an easy target, but you're budgeting your racing. It's just like us on Saturday night going up to Estevan. We took 3 different pickups, 3 different trailers. Well, just me, myself, in the yellow pickup with Jenny, I had $150 worth of fuel. Yeah, I mean, that's an expense that is added on. I got $220 to win. I know I'm in a hobby stock. You can criticize me, whatever. I don't give a shit. But
Why do you say that?
well, because people will say, well, go up to a higher class, you get paid more. Brock got paid the same for 4th in a stock car as I got for a hobby stock win. And that's not the point. The point is everybody's trying to race, everybody's trying to travel, and that's taken a large chunk of any sort of winning. So if you, I fortunately didn't tear anything up, so I don't have a huge expense in the shop this week. But
Yeah.
if you did, if you tore up $500 worth of stuff, how many weekends can you sustain it? You can do it now. You can do it next week. But when you get to the middle of June, when the Tough in the Dirt Tour is over, you're getting the middle of June, end of June. You're like, I think we're just going to go to the lake.
But the double header
It
is a
happens
big.
every year.
Yeah.
The double header is a big carrot.
Yep.
So that's what you guys
Race
always
twice,
talk about.
one tank.
It's an evil cycle right now, and I don't know if we touched on this on the show. I think we did a few weeks ago when I brought up kind of getting more people in the stands. The racers and the economy and the price of fuel, the price of parts, the price of tires, everything's going up.
Yeah.
The tracks, the racers want the racetracks to raise the purses. You know, I need more money from you racetracks, but the racetracks themselves are seeing more expenses, more fuel costs prepping the racetrack, more.
That was some of our dialogue last night.
You know-
Mike said, hey, we're going to do track prep, but it's $5 fuel going in there.
Yep.
It's not $3 anymore.
So
It's
the-
almost twice.
The track is sitting there going, fans, we need you to come into the races to buy your ticket, to buy our concessions so we can pay more out the drivers, but they're not getting the fans. They're not getting the extra income. And then they want to, then we discuss, no track, I don't think any track raised prices on admission this year.
I don't think so.
But the discussion is there to raise admission prices. Well, then that hits the fans.
Yeah.
So then the fans have to decide. It's an evil cycle
They got $5 gallon fuel too.
to get to the racetrack.
Yeah,
Right.
but it
Because
is
you're fighting for that entertainer dollar,
It's
or
not-
entertainment dollar.
It's not buying any soap with me when you say $150 to get to Estevan with your trailer when you're spending $125 on a hairstyle and a professional before we come on the show to make sure you're fluffed in.
If you think this thing costs $125, you are completely wrong.
200. Oh, looks like a Jenny Homemaker coming in. Yeah, nice lead in, Craig. yeah. We were hot lapping, and then it got serious. Somebody stuck out a flag.
This hairstyle, courtesy of let's see, how do I say it correctly? Courtesy of Peyton Beater via Maren Larson.
Oh, well, when I see things like that, it means you were saying things and then they happened.
She's sitting in the room.
And I know nothing.
She's sitting in the room, and I could probably motivate her really fast to come sit at this table. But I've already expressed my it's not displeasure, it's not anything. My hair is yellow because of some bet that was made that I wasn't a part of.
Oh no, you're a third party to this? You're carrying all the luggage.
And it was something along the lines of you win a feature, you have to dye your hair blonde. So you win, but you lose all at the same time. You lose by winning.
No, I think you're pulling it off. I was joking that I mean, I'm not loving the gray streaks, but I ain't pulling that off.
Yeah.
Can you see me walking through Marketplace?
It reminded me of 30 years ago. That's what it did. 25 for sure.
22 years ago to
22?
be exact.
Is that what it is?
22 years ago, which this hairdo took us on a trip down memory lane to a young Brandon in 2004 and a young Brock. Look at that flowing blonde hair. I know people want me to pull it up. But
Show it.
My computer's working right now. I ain't going to change it.
Right. See, that was only 22 years ago?
Well, April 24th of 2004, according to my mom's photo.
Not only blonde, but flowing.
Yeah.
Flowing locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
very Patrick Swayze and Point Break-ish.
That's what I'm going for.
And the personality to match at the time.
We picked a great week to do this because I had a funeral. Unfortunately, I lost one of my employees. Young man, 36 years old. Not a good deal. Left two 3-year-old twins. I had to go to his funeral, and not only go to the funeral, but we were late, and then I got escorted in by the funeral director. So this great blonde head of hair got the center of attention for the whole church.
You're not hiding.
It was hard to hide Rudolph in that deal. Yeah, here we are, huh? No mud on the nose.
Then talk to the
no hat in the funeral.
Then talk to the wife and the father-in-law and stuff, and with this, trying to be serious and have a conversation, but it all worked out. Corporate meetings today, so they got to see the hair.
How's Jenny doing with it? She's smirking. Yeah,
Oh,
little memory lane for her too, huh?
She's feeling like 20 years old again.
She is. Look at that. She's all revved up.
Yep.
I like it.
So whenever you have a conversation with Peyton, I just want everybody to understand that she can twist things the way she wants to get what she wants.
However, you're a pretty good sport for doing it. I mean,
comes with the gender. You got a house full of them.
What it ultimately came down to, Craig, is there's a lot of people out there in the world that their kids, you know, they don't necessarily have a part of their life, or they're busy and they don't hang around. And I guess a simple daughter requesting her dad to dye his hair blonde because he won a feature, I'll play that game all day long just so she comes to the races and hangs out with us.
Yeah, it's the little things.
So how far back do we want to go?
Well, I think we got to go Dakota Speedway, Nodak, Williston.
So we want to go
Dakota
all the way back
Speedway,
to
Nodak, Estevan.
We're going to go all the way back. I'm not going to have all them.
Before we get on that off ramp there, just hot sauce put in on a perfect night. I think he sums it up well.
Go ahead.
Just travel fuel, tires, race fuel, pit pass, etc. I budget $500 a night to drop the tailgate. And that's pretty accurate.
Really close.
Maybe light.
Really close.
Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. That's yeah. I mean, again, the fuel becomes an easier target because, as I shared, I stopped in Kenmare and it stops at 175, and I did it twice and it still wasn't full. Come on, Green Machine. It's just you and I. Come on.
And a race car in the back and
be
a
a
trailer.
sport.
And
God, I thought I got 8 miles to the gallon. Then I looked for holes in the gas tank. And they didn't have any. So,
So we're going all the way back. We got to pull it up. I guess I can try on my browser here.
I'm getting nervous because you're nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm just not getting out of the screen. But I'm going to have to log into my race pass on here.
Because you both were there that Dakota Speedway night. Not last Friday, but the Friday prior.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I think. Yeah, we were there.
And Brock was there, which he wasn't this Friday.
No burrs.
Neither were either one of you.
No, we kind of saved it up for Esteban.
So if we go like
Day
this,
jobs are kind of getting a little paying attention too, so.
can we hit both Dakota Speedways at the same time so I don't have to change the...
I want to say probably. Didn't we already hit the first one, though? Oh, you mean the second and the third one. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Even with lack of participation. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So results. Oh, I don't know how to... There we go.
Huh.
Learning. We're getting there. Results. So Mandan, May 8th is where we're going to go, right?
Yes.
Let's,
What day is it? The 20th? Yeah. God, time goes by fast.
So the race is coming back to me now. How about that? Okay, Mandan, May 8th. Here it comes for the people at home. Or people watching. Logan Schmitz.
Appreciate the highlights on the screen or the standings.
You like that?
Well, Jed, I'm talking to you.
Well, you got your ears on?
Going to...
But as many races as there are, it does sometimes take a while to, okay.
It does. Even when you're at them all, you're like, well, which one was I at? Can't be that hard. Some days it is.
Yeah. Well, I had everything working. I was scrolling up and down. Now I can't get it to scroll. Whatever. We're not going to go with it. I can't get it to scroll.
Okay.
We're going to our phones.
All right. Well, since Hot Sauce is chiming in, I don't think I've seen him there at Dakota Speedway.
He's not. I think he's just been a Nodak runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss seeing him there. Turtle Lake, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Mandan,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know what the actual mileage is.
So
I
we're gonna
suppose a little over 60.
We're going
I
to go
would
with
think.
the May 8th Dakota Speedway Hobby Stocks, Dakota Speedway Hobby Stocks. Brody Michelson picked up the feature win, and yours truly went +2, starting 11th, finishing 12th or 9th.
What'd you think of that? Is that a 2-barrel car?
Yes, it's a Rochester carburetor, just like ours. No
Okay.
restrictor plate, 9.5-to-1 compression, 350. Same. It's a lot of the same rules.
Motor's close then.
Motor's super close to an IMCA hobby. Carburetor's the same as an IMCA hobby. They have to run a 2-barrel intake. We can run a 4-barrel intake with an adapter. How much does that play? Does that change things in your world as an engine builder?
I don't know what to say there. I have very little experience with an actual 2-barrel intake. Other than an enduro car, I would say none. Because of the 2701 intake that we put on everything with, like you say, with the adapter to the 2-barrel. So, I got nothing. What do you think the gas pedal felt like? Was it
wide
decent?
open all the time?
That's like the
You
yellow car.
barely burped it in the throttle. You burped it to kind of get it to go in the car in the corner, and then you just matted her again.
And I see drivers from other classes driving that too, so it's not restricted to
Correct.
other class racing or whatever. So
It's a momentum deal. You got to keep your momentum up. I almost related it to a little bit of restrictor plate racing. Talladega, Daytona. You had to keep your momentum going.
Don't lose the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely the car handled. We got it in the corner. We got it to come out of the corner. Everything was there. It just, I think track position made a huge difference. I started in the back in the heat, started in the back of the feature.
I was kind of noticing that on some of the Mandan stuff. And again, as I always say, you know what you're going to get when you leave. But at that, I think the tracks are actually pretty racy down there. But 3 green arrows is plenty in any class you look at. I mean, track position matters a ton there. I tell you the truth, I think it matters everywhere. Even though I'm messing up some good starting spots. Once I get three laps in and 6 cars back, then I'm okay. But
So you're saying it's a little bit hard to pass at Dakota Speedway?
Not because the track isn't there, because I think the track is there, but it just all the cars are just good. I mean,
because it's the biggest track. It looks the biggest. Like you got the biggest surface area to race on.
I would say that probably is true. Yeah, and like I say, it gets cursed for eating up the tires and stuff like that. Now I wasn't at the last week, but I understand that. Brenner was able to go down. He said. They watered it, and it was a tacky track. He said it was he enjoyed it, and but even the 2 times I was there, I mean, my tire wear wasn't like I was, doing smoky burnouts up against the wall. I thought tire wear was actually maybe even a little better than say when things get dry around here.
Yeah, there isn't as much. I would call it the track's so hard, and there's not as much rock maybe in it. Or sand, or whatever you want to call it.
Things that cut tires.
Yeah, like over here at Nodak, there's some rock in it. In Estevan, there's some rock in it. I'm not saying it's like super rocky. We're not calling it that, but
just an abrasive surface that's tearing up tires. Yeah, maybe less abrasive. Yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, they don't look too bad.
Yeah, because Brock's able to run the same tires. I mean, he doesn't even put new stuff on to go over there. He's running the same tires as the week before in Minot or whatever.
Maybe with a flip or whatever. Yeah, he has shared that. So
similar to what you say, what you said in Estevan about keeping the car straight. It seems like at Dakota Speedway, there isn't as much of whipping it in the turn.
Yeah.
At Nodak, if you're sitting there, you see some of those mod guys, they're whipping it before the turn even begins into turn 1.
A lot of it is I want to say the corners are longer. Like there's more corner.
Curvier?
Yeah, there's more corner there, so you don't have to whip it in so hard. Nodak's kind of a tight corner.
Well, you can race it that way.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. If you gotta tail it in Mandan, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot of corner there.
They're not doing that.
Right.
And if you are and they're not, which doesn't belong here? You. So you need to learn how to be straight with them. Yeah. Maybe a different placement of your lower control arms or trailing arms and stuff like that. Because things that feel pretty good down there are way too tight up here for me.
Yep.
So whatever that means.
And Brock's finding that out. I just use my brother as a reference because what he puts in the car to go to Mandan isn't even translating to what he puts in the car to come here to Nodak or even go to Estevan.
Plain in Estevan.
It's not even the same. And he's fast over here at Nodak, and he's fast in Estevan. Well, there's 6 turns here, 4 turns there, set it on scales, take this off, do this. I don't even keep track of what he's...
Yeah, that sums it up for sure.
The crew chief handles all that.
Yeah. Yes.
Slingshots, we're on May 8th. So if you're following along, May 8th at the Dakota Speedway, Landon Hallgren picks up the slingshot win. Hallie Turnbull came home second. And we'll just roll with that right now. NX Legends, Donovan Weist.
Okay, so now that changes everything that you guys just said. Legend, he tails it. He'll whip that thing.
I've noticed them Legends down there.
Are they tailing it?
Oh, they're driving it harder, higher in the corner, just about everything.
Him specifically.
I did and I haven't been paying attention to them. Not for any other reason than I race after them. So I got to be in the car. So,
Yeah, it just but the big note I would call from the Legends is Eli Turnbull, I believe, made his debut that night.
I was going to say, you had Hallie there in slingshots.
Eli.
Aaron been working hard with the kids. I didn't see that coming. I didn't know it was
Me
coming.
neither.
So, yeah. Say it again. Eli's debut in a Legend car.
Eli Turnbull's debut in an NX Legend
Yep.
that kept up with the pack, learned. Maybe I think he spun out once, but
Interesting.
got into a B main, got 8th in a B main, needed top 4. He's not far away, is all I'm saying.
So it makes sense.
Still eligible in the slingshot.
Not long ago, Sladen and Eli were battling.
Yeah.
And on any given night, it's 1-2. Those guys are going to put it in. But do you want to keep growing? Do you want to keep going? Eli stepped up to the Legends. Sladen going to the Sport Mod. Either you're growing or you're dying.
Yep.
You know, and
I would say that's Aaron. I would say that's separate time conversation with Aaron and Donnie and the kids. Yeah. Yeah.
And you notice Aaron hasn't been out in a modified yet this year, so he's been concentrating on.
Yeah. And that's a road trip to Mandan from there. I mean, that's 251 way. That's 500 round trip deals. So good on the Turnbulls there. Yeah. They're putting in the hard work.
And back to the slingshots, Jeremy Keller, I think he's got
3. Yeah. And
3 of them. Yep.
3 yellow
Slingshots.
slingshots. Yeah.
All 3 girls.
that's a lot going on.
I know what that house looks like. Right. Yeah, that is a lot going on. Yep. And I think the one girl got second, and they were a little bit all over there on the results, but they all look alike and they're all lined up, and it's pretty cool looking. So,
IMCA Stock Cars, Jeff Hellman. I believe this would have been 2 in a row. He won the opening week. He won the second week.
yep. Yeah.
Lightning quick. That ride, there ain't a car there car and driver
Yeah.
that can do what he does.
Champion from the previous year, and yeah, like I say, it's a unique place. And
Did you say that 11 spots up?
Yeah, started 12th, went up 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely green arrows. Andrew Jokum, +8, finishing second. Jeremy Engelhart, +3, third. +7 for Matt Dosh. The old Brockster tied with Jeff Hellman, +11. Brock had trouble in the heat race, had to start tailback in the feature.
Yeah, I got tangled up with another car and ended up with the left rear flat, so he started tail end and
Went +11 up to 10, which really, in the grand scheme of things, is not a bad deal or not bad movement, considering it is so hard to pass there.
it is. And
We joke that we talk about in Mandan, you don't make up car lengths, you make up feet. So, like, I beat you that lap by 2 feet, or I beat you that lap by a foot. When you go to Estevan, it just seems like that one lap that I hit just right, I made up 6 or 7 car lengths on guys compared to you hit the lap just right in Mandan, you're making up 6, 7 feet.
yeah,
Which
it's missing a dimension
Yep.
that the other tracks have, whatever that is, a cushion.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I mean, but it's a smooth racing surface. Guys are able to move around. You're able to run high, low.
I know, talking with Dilly and stuff like that, we like it because when you make an adjustment on the car, the feedback's real.
Yep.
Because it's always the same. So.
IMCA Modifieds. I thought Marcus was going to get it. He was out front for a little while. Logan Schmitz passed him, took home the feature win, his first one at the Dakota Speedway.
Wow. Yeah.
John Carell from Jamestown, +4 up to second. Marcus third. Travis Tooley, who won opening night, went +9 to fourth.
Again, impressive. If you've raced there, it's Green Arrows is good, and a lot of them is unusual, so that's really good.
Travis Tooley won the opening night.
night.
But this is a little bit of foreshadowing, seeing what Marcus has got brewing all the way back from last year. You see him getting third here.
Ben Building.
Yes.
Ben Building. It actually started, we can talk about it when we get to Williston, but it started, the week before up in Estevan, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. My communication with Marcus is you're not getting red arrows. So
right.
He was getting no arrows or green arrows, no red arrows. Like you say, it was building. So
we're gonna fast forward. Or do you have any more on that night?
Well, just that the hot rod is coming out in a car there.
Yeah,
right.
He was in Quentin Kinsley's open motor car on May 8th. So Quentin Kinsley has an open motor, a true open motor. This isn't the spec
Not
motor.
the spec, but the 7,800
Yep.
RPM.
True open motor with no spoiler.
Vroom, vroom.
And the reason I bring Hot Rod up is
421ers.
he seems like he's one of the Rat Pack of Nodak. Just one of the core.
Still there?
You don't want to let the core get away, so it's good to see him get back in a car.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew nothing about it until I read the results, actually.
Yeah, I talked to him. I seen the car come over to the tech pad area, and they were doing the droop, the new droop rule on it or whatever. And I said, "Is that Robert?" And we were all kind of stared for a little bit and go, "Oh, it must be." So I made my way over and talked to him and bullshitted a little bit. Yep. So we're going to go 1 week. We're going to stay with Mandan. We're going to go 1 week later to, looks like May 15th. Is that right? Yeah.
Last Friday.
Yep. May 15th, we'll get started with the hobby stocks again. Josh Rorick, the 4D. I think he's one of the only Fords out there. He may not be. I think that's a
Yeah.
Ford.
I believe it is.
Went +5. Seth Alcaller +6. Brody Michelson +7. That's your top three. Kelly Horner 4th. And then Nathan Mundahl, the Mundahl name coming back.
Yeah, Kerry's son.
I did not make an appearance down there. We stayed home we had graduation stuff going, and there was a lot going on. So I actually stayed home to work on the 9D car
Yeah.
for Max for Sunday.
Yeah.
Slingshots, Landon Hulgren picked up the win, went +6. Caden Davenport +8, up to second. Jager Mullen, Haley Keller, Libby Keller, top 5.
That was a battle.
That was a battle.
That was a battle. And, Caden Davenport, he was emotional in victory lane. He wanted to get that win. It was a good slingshot race.
They were battling. They were slide jobbing each other, and
They were,
you didn't
huh?
get to watch it,
No,
I suppose.
I didn't check the tape, so.
NX Legends, Ty Olson picks up the win in the 7T.
That was a few green arrows, wasn't it?
Yeah, he went 1.
Well, one. Okay.
Preston Martin went +6. Austin Weiss +7. Gus Jensen, Colton Miller, your top 5.
If I'm Ty Olson and I beat Preston Martin, I'm throwing it down and thinking I'm king.
They were both down in Florida, and they both had won a qualifier feature, I believe. So, yeah, he's paying attention for sure. So,
You mentioned that Eli's getting in that class. That's competitive.
yeah.
Those guys are serious.
IMCA stock car, Jason Berg started on the pin and got her done.
Yeah.
He was quick. He said the track was really fun.
And to what you just said,
That's what Brenner said, too.
beat Travis Ulmer, beat Jeff Hellman,
Yep.
Brenner, Todd Carter. I mean,
Yep,
Good for
5 good
Jason
drivers. Yeah, Jeff Hellman had trouble in the heat race this week. Had to go +15 to third.
What happened there? Something didn't
He
finish
got his
the heat?
left front cut down in the heat race. I think it was the left front.
Yeah, he got a magical car. He's got one of those from the good old days that just can
works.
slice and dice and go forward.
there was one restart. I think they were going into turn 1 4 wide, and Berg battled it out. That was another great race.
Did it listed as Jason's first stock car win in Mandan?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yep.
good on him. So
Yep.
pretty exciting. Might have won it from the pen, but again, racing
You
there.
still got to hold off all them
Yeah.
guys.
In Mandan, a win's a win.
Well, look at that, Jeff Hellman up 15, and he's coming for you, Berg. You know,
Yes.
and he's
Yep.
not giving it to you.
Yeah. Well, Jason gets around plenty good down there anyway, so he's worked hard at it. So good on him.
IMCA modified, Sean Strand +3 to the win.
But
I understand lapping traffic.
it was
Yes.
it was
So
dominant,
yeah.
big time.
So
Robert Hellebuss second. Now, do you notice a car number change in that? Do you notice the first week he was 24H? Now he's 24Q, because what did he do? Got into the crate car. Week 2, he was in the crate car.
That's interesting.
Mark Dahl third, Scott Gartner, and Zach Frederick, your top 5.
Mark Dahl was leading that thing, and Sean was fast. And there was a little bit of contact there for the past. Nothing intentional, but
a little touching.
neither one of those guys touch. So
Yeah.
but then Sean was.
That sounded like he set sail and took right off. So
Now we roll to the Williston Basin Speedway, which
their opener, Band Day.
Yeah.
Why is that a big deal?
Because it's bigger than just the racetrack.
Yeah. Band Day in Williston is...
They have a parade. They have food trucks. It is a big, big
I've never
deal.
actually went uptown to see it, but
Everybody says how great it is.
They've talked about it, that it's been something for years on end, and it's like it just gets bigger if
Who
it can.
mentioned that in Victory Lane? That it was like Daytona to win that. Well, when we get there, I'll remember.
We'll get started with the IMCA Hobby Stocks. Diesel Raynard picks up the feature win. Kyler Satrin, Aiden Paul, Colby Patterson, and Sage Borrud, your top 5. 13. What's exciting is 15 hobby stocks over there, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new hobby stock drivers in the Williston area.
Tim Goodwin had shared with me that there was a handful of new hobbies, and it sounded like
Which
he was
is
involved
huge.
in putting some of them together and getting them running right. So, yeah. Williston has struggled to carry a hobby stock count, if you will, and that's promising. So I hope they're enjoying themselves. And
Diesel Raynard able to kind of whip around the outside of Kyler Satrin to take the lead.
I thought Kyler was getting around plenty good in the heat race, so I didn't actually see the feature, just seen the results. But so that must have been something, because again, I thought Kyler was marching around there pretty good. So.
What was attendance like there?
Packed.
Yeah, that's
Packed
you mentioned
crowd.
That Band-Aid deal, both uptown and at the track, is
It's a huge day for the community. IMC Sport Mods, Keenan Glosser picks up the win. Tim Goodwin. Now I'm going to put Tim Goodwin on the level of Marcus Tomlinson. He's hanging around. He's right there. There's going to be a feature win coming here soon. He was hanging around in Minot. We'll get to that. Here in Williston. Stan Tomlinson.
That fella's everywhere.
yeah.
I don't think he's finished outside of the top 5 in any race.
Team Brandon.
Right. Yeah. No, Stan's got a good ride, and he's paying attention. I mean, he knows the adjustments and learning more every day. Like you say, he hadn't been out of the top 5, and it might not even be that far. Might be a 3. So
Darren Schatz, Ed Conlon, your top 5 in the Sport Mods. Sladen Pfeiffer making the trip over, too. That was pretty cool to see.
yeah.
Junior Slingshots, Weston, your anchor. Didn't want to come to Victory Lane because they didn't want to deal with Chris Morgan. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow.
No, I'm just joking.
A little tough on Mark.
That was the joke that we had or whatever, because there was a little bit of confusion at the end of the race. Whatever, they got it all squared away. Weston made it to Victory Lane. Good run. Michael Robideau, Nova Lee Robideau, Jager Mullen, and Chevelle Christensen in the top 5. Some new drivers in that class as well that I haven't heard of.
Yeah, I was going to say some names that I hadn't heard of either. So
You give me a choice
Still
to have
seeding.
my name Chevelle, I'm there. That's a great name.
yeah. I took a double take on that too.
IMCA Stock Cars, Jake Nelson puts a domination on him.
Yeah, Jake was plenty strong.
It
He
was
won the
Jake that was
4,000
talking
last
about
year.
the Band-Aid and how much it meant to him. He was the one that mentioned it in Victory Lane. But Brenner right there running.
Yeah. Yep.
I need the Dirt Weekly phone. It's sitting over there on the desk. Holy moly. Short of texting you, that's the Dirt Weekly phone.
Yeah. Brenner, again, a student of the chassis setup and the flavors that they're running. He's getting pretty good at it for sure. I seen it coming, and now I've been parked with him quite a few nights
Brenner,
already,
I'm
and he's
putting
paying
Brenner.
attention.
I'm putting Brenner on that list too.
Yeah.
With Tim Goodwin and Marcus Tomlinson.
Yeah.
They're right there. He's had some really good runs in Mandan. He's had good runs in Estevan, good runs in Williston. They're knocking on the door.
And he's traveling. He's at every race.
Seat time.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a race, so they went down to Mandan there this past Friday, so yeah.
Jake Nelson, Brenner Grinstead, Connor Hansen, Caleb Storbach, and Troy Heupel, the top 5. IMCA modifieds. This is where
Yeah.
the
This is exciting.
the up to at one point almost a 7.5 second lead for Marcus Tomlinson.
Just look great. I mean,
But with the big show and the dark horse in tail.
Yep. He actually, I assumed, or I was thinking when Jason and Travis got past Gabe DeShaw that they would start reeling Marcus in. He extended it even further.
yeah. I thought possibly the same too. Is that they're going to get some clean air. They're going to march. But with that said, the modified deal has had some changes. I mean, they can't run brake floaters anymore, and I'm hearing some talk that that's not fitting everybody's driving anymore like it used to, and like I say, the results are maybe moving around a little bit. So
I'm going to challenge you again on your comment.
What did I say?
In Victory Lane, Marcus looked elite,
they look great.
but he mentioned that he was trying to sell that car.
Yep.
Couldn't sell it because he said, these are his words, no one wants to buy used race cars. So
it's a challenge.
Why is that?
I think in the modified game, everybody's chasing the latest, greatest technology. They want the latest, greatest. They want the something new, or they want
2026 talk.
Yeah.
And 2023 is new to me, but not new to them.
But you hear all the time it's been updated. Updated. So can't you just take that Marcus's car? I'm sure Marcus updated it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with someone with a new car, what would they have that Marcus wouldn't have? Navigation? Is there nav on the new left turn? Left turn.
There might be. There's talk that there is. I don't know. Do they change the springs? They changed
I don't know
the
what
scaling. Is there a shock package maybe?
There's tons of theories out there. I've heard everything from a chassis, once it's been raced so long, it gets flexed out.
We've heard that for sure.
They're building them a little bit lighter. They're not building them as rigid, so they get flexed out. You don't get the same flex in the chassis when it's up on the bars, when it does this, does that. I don't have a good reason other than I think it's just human nature. You want to get the latest, the greatest, the bestest.
Well, because it leaves your mind nothing else to think about. Now, with that said, every once in a while we see a brand come out with a new build, and the older ones are better.
Yes.
Not often.
And there's some of that in the Rage world.
I was just going to go there.
If you talk to some of the
Rage kind of had a few valleys in there.
Yeah, some years where they weren't as good, and they had to. A lot of guys went back to the old one, or they wanted to go back in years.
B&B stock cars.
Yep.
So, yeah. So,
what was the highlight of your night? Did you watch the broadcast?
Come on.
Of course.
I know what my highlight of the night. All the drivers did a great job. It was awesome to see Marcus in Victory Lane. Whatever. That young lady that sat down next to me and put a headset on and did some lineups and stuff was my highlight.
Yeah.
I'll dye my hair blonde again if she wants to announce with me. That's all I'm saying.
Who'd you have?
She's bit by it.
Peyton.
Yeah.
She's bit by it.
Yeah.
All of it.
She's hiding behind you perfectly, so I can't see her. Uh-huh.
Then she asked if she could come sit on the Dirt Weekly and actually put a headset on and talk. Well, here it is.
Yeah.
She was here last time.
But she didn't put a headset on and talked.
Yeah. She's making noise.
And her new nickname in our world is Filter. Because I had to tell her a couple times, Filter, we can't just blurt out what's on our mind. We're on broadcast TV here. People can hear us.
Wait a minute. I think I do that all the time. One thing I noticed about the way you talk, you say her name, and I don't know if you do it intentionally, but there's heavy emphasis on the Peyton.
Because I've heard people call Peyton. Peyton. I'm not a fan of Peyton.
That's Taylor.
Brock does it too.
Taylor.
Yep.
Brock, Peyton. I mean, the T is like.
I just
don't forget it.
Exactly. Peyton.
That'd be Taylor.
Yeah.
That's Jeff's. Right. Right.
What's next on our agenda?
Nodak.
Nodak.
Woo.
where the points matter.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nodak Speedway, which would have been May 10th, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What a great Mother's Day show that they had. Flowers for the moms as they come in downstairs.
Roses.
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 We kicked it off with the IMCA Sport Mods. Who's your chatty? Chad Stretchen picked up the win.
And if I could steal
Filter.
words from you, maybe from opening night Estevan, Chad was leading for a while, faded off, and you said, got some work to do.
Yep.
No.
He did it.
Night before.
Oh, and then who's there with him?
Stan Tomlinson.
My goodness, this guy.
+4 for Chad Stretchen, +5 for Stan Tomlinson, +5 for Robbie Roselli. Darren Schatz led a bunch of that race and unfortunately came home 4th.
Well, on my team, that's not terrible, so we call it good.
Spicy Dave Ravinius, I think he went to the back at one point of that race and all the way back up to 5th. Unfortunately, a whole
Here we go.
boatload of DNFs, 8 DNFs. And
Here we go.
yeah, I think I might have played the Jeopardy music during that
Slobber
race.
knocker.
Yes.
As Larry says. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a marathon. That was not a sprint by any means. We could, I guess I should have brought up the video. We could have hit that one. But compacts, we'll roll to compacts next. Zach Eubanks.
Back to that 1 second. I think you said it best, and you did it on the call to keep cool heads. It was a racing deal, I think. Everyone's
In
got
the sport mods?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a racing deal. Let me it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a full-blown racing deal. The natural movement, when you're on a restart, you want to go down the hill. It's two guys want to go down the hill at the same time, one on the outside, one on the inside. They cross paths. It's just what it is.
What about this? And everyone does it. The leader.
Yep.
And it's I imagine I've seen, and I'm not saying it's wrong. The best guys do it. Jason Walla does it. Steven does it. Aaron does it. If they're on the point, they're at the top. They run down the track to probably gain.
And to pinch the corner for exit.
Yeah, what the goal is you start at the top of the racetrack.
You get a
and
downhill run.
You get the downhill run. You're the one setting the pace. You get the downhill run. Plus, you want to take it all the way to the tires or as low as you can, because that guy that's going to be on I'm inside row 2 and I'm behind Jorn.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of start Jorn gets. I want to be at his left rear when we're going down the front straightaway.
Yeah.
And by
farther.
Or further. So by you going down the hill, you're forcing me to pinch it even more.
Touch the brakes possibly because I can't fit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But if you do touch the brake, then you're bottlenecking the rest.
Well, all of a sudden you can't fit. Well, you don't fit, so you're defensive and everybody behind you still, they're on the green. They're on the pedal.
A few years ago, when we were at the Dakota Speedway in Mandan for Oktoberfest, I was the leader, and we had about 3 or 4 restarts, and I was getting frustrated because whoever was in second, before I even hit the throttle, they were at my door. So I think the second or third time, I said, okay, you want to be at my door, welcome to the guardrail.
Okay.
Because I turned down and I said, you're either going to hit me or the guardrail or you're going to hit the brakes.
But what if
Yeah.
what if
If they hit you, they're going to the back.
Goodwin's in it, but he's not past him, but like you said, he's almost to his door, and Schatz comes down, and
Technically, that second row car is not supposed to have his bumper in front of the rear bumper of the leader before the leader takes off. So if that bumper is right there, whatever you want to call it, if it's even an inch, we're never going to get that technical because it's hard to tell an inch out there on the racetrack. But you are not supposed to be next to that leader in any way, shape, or form.
Completely behind the car ahead of you.
Completely behind. Now, there is a little bit of cheating, a little bit that, you cheat up there just a little bit.
Especially mods.
They
They don't have a full bumper like other cars. So
Yep.
they got the nose up underneath there.
But then also, if you're the outside car on that deal, you want to be cheating up because it's a further way around. So you almost want to be a little bit further ahead on the outside than the inside car. So it becomes a game, and you got to control it as an official or whatever you want to call it. But
It works most of the time, not every time.
yep.
It just somehow works most of the time.
Yeah. Let's do this.
So we blame it on the French racer Jacques Dupri. You've been bringing that out a lot, and I love it.
Yeah, it's my ode to Charlie Fox.
Uh-huh.
Guess we should have went in order here. Well, we'll start. Well, yeah.
Well,
I forgot the order of events was kind of swapped up. Those stock cars first.
Yeah.
Well, since we were talking about sport mods and points matter at this time, unfortunately, my boys were coming. Sladen and Keenan, they were digging and they were partying and they were coming. They were coming together. I'm like, oh. And then that we've got highlights.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get it there, but we got in the order of events. We'll go with stock cars.
Stock cars were first that night there.
Yeah, let's do stock cars. Why wouldn't we?
Trent Guest jumped out in the lead first. Willie Matajovic took it away from him. And, with the point invert average, or, point average invert, freshly groomed track, Schulp. And,
it was slippery for most of the cars.
And, yeah.
Not all of them, most of them.
Kyle Schulp, Brock Beaters starting kind of deep in the field because of good finishes on opening night. I have no idea what Brock ate for breakfast that morning, but he just sliced through everybody like
he was cruising around like it wasn't wet slippery for him.
The track does
but the rest of us
look
were
well
kind of
groomed.
all the
Jordan, the chrome wheels are beautiful.
Oh.
Everyone else has got black
I'm
going
trying
on.
to shine them up for you too.
I like it.
I used to let them just be dirty because, it was easy. But now I got to look at them.
It gets
and
you
go,
5 more
See,
horsepower.
right, if you just seen that right there, it was a little bit muddy down at the bottom when Brock went down there and hit that little slime. It kicked the front end up the racetrack.
Did I see smoke?
Yes,
I did
yes,
see
you
smoke.
seen
Yeah, he's
smoke.
struggling with a hub seal on the right rear.
And he did not smoke it in Estevan. So I think they fixed it.
I didn't follow up with what that repair might have been then.
So the heartbeat's still beating, though.
Oh, yes.
No problems.
Yep.
Oh, look at Brennan get the run on that.
We checked the valves on it, and the valves are right in line, so everything looking real
Oh,
good there.
you're getting your fingers underneath there.
Yeah.
He's
I'm the valve lash guy, so.
kind of the every other week thing you come down, don't you?
Yeah, we got a little bit long on the first round, but I think we're back on our schedule, so.
Race.
Yeah, I thought the handful of us there were all kind of relatively the same, so.
Sometimes I wonder what the camera person's thinking. I'm like, can I watch Brock? Where is the leader?
She likes that green car, and that's okay with me.
She's on it.
If you're slow, like me, you get to be on camera a lot, it looks like. Look at that. We're just all lined up there.
But she does a good job of leading me to where a battle is sometimes, and then I try to bring it back to where the battle is that I want to talk about. Like, she'll switch to the leaders here coming down the front straight. I guess maybe it's next lap.
Brock was working on Trent there, right there, so I think that was getting ready to change.
Yeah, he's to the inside of him down the back straightaway right now. So, But, yeah, we're just
Out for a Sunday drive.
kind of got in line. The only one really to get out of line was
Brock.
the 48.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he was the only one. I think the rest of us just kind of cruised around, and I was using my finger for my tear off of each corner. So,
yeah.
but that's how those nights go sometimes. Wasn't all bad.
There's a smoke rolling.
Yeah, it's an axle seal, the right rear axle seal. He put 2 or 3 axle seals in it, and then the seal itself would spin inside of the hub.
Oh, it wasn't fitting right.
Is that
Yeah.
enough to shut you down?
I think it's more irritating than
Yeah.
anything. Everything gets oily back there. Your brake pads and
So if
the
you're
inside
Brock,
of your rim. And
you're feeling it right there.
He's not feeling. There's no different feel.
No, I mean you're feeling that you're good.
yeah,
You're
I would
good,
say yes.
and that you got a shot at this.
He's getting a chance to look at the board there, and everything's looking good for him. So, actually, Matajovic is putting together a great run too. So
This is right after the restart.
I don't know what the arrows say, but I would say that
The
Brock was by far the hard charger. I would say.
if the producer would click the button on the broadcast, he could put it up on the left side. Yeah, Brock went +6.
Yeah.
And everybody else, the biggest one was a +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just working him to the inside. It's a great feeling as a race car driver when you know you can lift going in the corner like that and reset and regroup, and you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, he's able to get up to the middle of the car there at will, so it's a matter of. Yeah,
But he was just trying to get the right angle
to make him be out of sight.
Tell me about 45 Guest. I'm not familiar with him.
He just to give you, I mean, he used to run IMC Modified quite a few years ago up at the Estevan Motor Speedway. We used to see him. He'd go down to Super Nationals and different things.
He'd be down here sometimes
Yep.
too. So
I got to know him up there over the years, and then he kind of took a hiatus from racing himself, and he owns the Ethan Broxma 111 that comes up here on the Mod Tour. It's because they always say the Danny Meyer, Trent Guest own 111 of Ethan Broxma. Well, that's the guy that owns it.
Mm.
where's Trent from again? Alberta?
Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Alberta, yeah.
I heard Trevor talking about Medicine Hat.
He's I don't know if he's owner, CEO. I'm not sure what he is of the company called Hydrodig, and they have offices and yards and stuff all over the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah. His day job's good then. Solid.
When they do hydrovacking, potholing,
Oh.
Hydrodig.
Dilly Bar and I are out for a Dairy Queen back there, so we flop back and forth a couple of times according to the restart lane. So,
Well, I got to imagine it's nice to have him running in that class with you, so you have a lot to talk about.
yeah, the dialogue is strong. He was sharing his love of changing 9-inch gears earlier today, so
Oh, was he?
yeah, he said umpteen years ago he vowed to never change them again. He'd only race a car with a quick change, and I assured him that they haven't gotten a pound lighter either.
Did he have a lot of work to do after the rollover?
No, spindle and cosmetic a little bit. Got his dad going on the fiberglass roof. That had a rip in it, but his mom and dad having a body shop all his life. So
How about his bod? Did that take some hits?
I think he shared it had been 12 years since he'd been upside down, but no, I don't. It was a relatively soft roll, not to downplay a rollover, but it wasn't a real smasher. No, I don't remember him saying anything about beating him up physically. Yeah, once Brock gets out front there, it's just.
Isn't there a point where
Bye-bye.
you lift a little, especially when smoke's rolling?
No, he doesn't know smoke's rolling right now.
Hey, crew
He
chief,
has
where you
no
at?
clue.
Yeah.
He started playing around. If you watched him, I didn't watch him a whole bunch. I was calling the stuff back that was on camera, but he told me he was kind of playing around with some different lines, trying to set it a little higher, run the not cushion. There was no cushion, but run that moisture all
On
the way
the edge
around
there.
versus at the beginning of the race he was moving around. He was trying to go in and kind of diamond off out through the bottom to pass cars. He was trying to rip the moisture. You just move around. You try to.
He's got just fantastic side bite. It just
It's unreal.
tips and just ready for the throttle.
We talked about it like years ago, buying a car or getting Iowa Fast. And one of the ways to get Iowa Fast is you go buy a car from Iowa and you magically become Iowa Fast. And he has done that. He bought a car from out of Iowa, a stock car out of Iowa, and I was the second one to drive it. He drove it at Oktoberfest, and I drove it at the Stock Car Stampede. It even made me look fast. IMC Sport Compacts.
Yeah.
Hugh Banks and James Gilbert.
Team Jorn.
This is going to be. Are both them? Well, not
No,
both of them.
no.
Hugh Banks is.
Yeah. Zacharou's mine. So
That second and third drivers are both free agents.
yeah, they hadn't been picked, and yeah, I see all you hungry hawks looking at that. So yeah.
But nice to have James Gilbert back in the class.
Yeah.
Him and Zach Eubanks here had an epic battle. You see the racer's mind. Gilbert was showing Eubanks, I'm down here, to make him change his line.
Try to draw him up.
Well, to try to
Or
get
bring
him.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of contact.
I didn't realize this was this close. Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Topolsky's right there too. So. Ooh, 3 wide.
That's great.
3.
And normally that doesn't end well.
Yeah.
well, they did a really good job of, letting it end well. And Chris Yost is laying back using the old veteran mentality. Let these guys all dice it out. And
Wreck out and I'll just pick up the pieces. Ah. I didn't realize Zach backed up a little bit. He got to go find it again, huh?
See, look at the front end just.
them two are shop buddies. They work on their car in the same shop, and they're not afraid to trade some paint.
It looked like they had the gloves on there a little bit.
Those tires just got to be screaming going into the turn like that.
Yeah, because they're the littlest tires out there. So, oh boy.
Yeah, just a handful of laps to go here. Yeah, this was, we talked about it. What is it? Half the cylinders, twice the fun. Leave the left rear at home.
Yeah, the left rear. Yeah.
That right front's taking everything.
Yeah. That was good racing there.
See, I think there was some lap traffic that kind of got in the way of Gilbert that maybe affected him a little bit or affected the race, because you noticed that the second and third or whatever, the third and fourth drivers fell back a little ways. We didn't quite catch it all. But we'll get a battle here at the end. So there's second and third, Topolsky, Yost. They're quite a ways behind. They're 4 seconds. They were on the heels, but there was a lap car that was spun out down at the bottom, so I don't know if that affected the race up front.
Might have lifted and didn't
Yep.
need to. I've done that a few times. I think
But
this would be a yellow.
here's the lap traffic. See, Hugh Banks is able to clear Gilbert.
Yeah.
Gilbert using the momentum.
That's where it's fun to watch, like the World Outlaw Sprint cars when they get in the lap traffic, because then it gets interesting.
This
You gotta really
here
use some
gets
big
interesting
lines.
right here. I'm going to use this racetrack,
And you?
and you.
Ooh, yeah. A lot of you.
And that was all she wrote. Hugh Banks from there, or not? Yeah, Hugh Banks from there had it in the bag.
Topolsky is, again, he's in
Catching
the
'em.
picture, so.
Yeah, he went from 4 seconds back to 1.5 seconds back in about
Yeah.
2 laps. So there's some speed there.
Like I say, they're sliding it around like they're not front-wheel drives, so pretty cool.
I want to see the interaction. Do we get Gilbert and Hugh Banks? Does
No.
Gilbert go upside and say, dude?
I don't believe so.
A little heavy love there. Nonetheless, good job, Zach.
Sport mods. It's like I've watched all this before, and I kind of had the times all planned out there, huh? We've already talked about the feature race, but now we'll roll through the 20 laps here. I'll probably skip through some of the caution stuff, but Pfeiffer looking good out front.
Looking great.
Yeah, he looks way better than the amount of time he's spent racing in it. Again, as I shared, I got to view him on practice day, and again, the car's nice and straight. I like that, so that's good groundings for good things. It ain't all tailed out, hanging on and bumping off of the walls and whatever. Just paying attention and carving his line.
And like you mentioned, Brandon, seat time, the more and more he just takes laps.
Yeah, getting maybe a little bit out-experienced here. I mean, being a young driver. The bottom is fast down here in 3 and 4. Got to maybe move up in 1 and 2. You don't know that. You're a sitting duck as a leader.
Yeah. That is some good racing there, so.
Yeah, 2x2x2. And the complete cast of characters changes.
Ravinius dogging it out front, looking good.
Yeah.
And then here comes Schatz.
Spicy's been working hard on chassis setup stuff too, so Dave does a lot of good racing with not a whole lot of backing.
Yeah.
So
But it's interesting. You mentioned that maybe Slayton should have moved up. His daddy doesn't go up much.
Correct.
He loves to lay down there in the weeds.
Well, he does move up here, I think. Yeah, he does kind of move up into the. But now he's in no man's land. He's kind of in that slick stuff where only Cody Schulp can race.
yeah, the Cody line, the Cody Lane zip code.
Shotzi able to clear him. We'll get to a point here where there's a ration of yellows.
Sport Mods yellow? No way.
Tim Goodwin making his way around the outside of Slato. That's one of the hardest things to do if you don't commit to cut underneath that car that slides up, or like Tim Goodwin had to try to wrap it all the way around Slato's car coming out of 4.
So you mentioned who won this race, and you can see the 132 digging.
Just hanging around, just kind of biding his time. It's a long race. We're only 7 laps in, but at this point, I'm thinking, holy man, Shotzi's really showing something out front here, able to run the bottom. Kind of tracked him down up high right behind him and then moved down once he got to him.
Yeah.
Ravinius likes his line. He's staying right there. But you said there was no cushion?
I wouldn't call that you maybe call that a meager moisture strip cushion.
Yeah, it wasn't a curb. Yeah, Spicy doing a good job.
Are you involved with that car at all, Jordan?
Dave and I have been friends for decades, and he gets talking a little bit of chassis talk with me, and my eyes get kind of watery, but I listen.
But no motor work?
He's on a crate motor program, so. But if and when it doesn't remain that, I would think that we'd get something put together there. So.
Oh, I'm showing a replay. That's
so now there's Dave got into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like he might have got the left front and the right rear there.
Well, how did I do that? We're going backwards now. Them guys are racing backwards.
That's how it feels in the car some days. Backing up.
So is this? No, this isn't it.
No. It's the next one.
So
see how everybody turned down the hill? We'll talk about this real quick. You see how everybody kind of launches, you turn down the hill, and then you can judge the next one when we get there. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm not criticizing any one of the drivers.
Goodwin's racy. That was a pretty good 1-2 right there. And here comes
both,
Chad.
Robbie's got a sighting now.
So both Darren Schatz, Tim Goodwin with chassis changes in the off-season to Rages.
What did Darren have before?
GRTs.
Oh. Uh-huh. Well, like you pointed out, Craig, in the past, the Rage deal is just it's deep. Referencing Slato's car again now, that's Steven's A-Mod from the last couple of years. So Steven got a new car. So
Schatz able to lead him at the line by not very much, as we got a caution. Should have one. Yep.
So the race right now is between those top two, and if she went the rest of the way, it'd probably be the battle between those two.
The heartbeat of America.
yeah, Uncle Coley's got a broken tie rod, and that regulates me to not a good finish. Uncle Coley.
So now you remember the last restart that we had, how everybody kind of turned down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Keenan Glosser's right there.
Yep, Chad Stretch and Keenan Glosser. That one there.
Yeah, boy. I was live in the grandstand, and I just wasn't even ready to have a.
You weren't ready to have an
that.
opinion on that?
I wasn't even thinking that was going to happen. I was all excited for corner 1. We were still stuck in corner 4.
And it was about a half-hour delay of getting them separated.
Yeah, they were stuck too. So.
So what was the official call on that?
Robbie Roselli was charged with yellow. We kind of skipped ahead of quite a ways here, but Chad stretching out front here for the final restart. So able to work the bottom. The old Chadster. Who's your Chatty?
Who's your Chatty? Well, Robbie's working his way back up into the game, though, so
Yep, he had to go all the way to the back and still made it up to.
I think he got third all said and done. So,
But you see the limited cars out on the racetrack.
yeah. Sporty Mods did Sporty Mod things. And
You know, it's interesting. Back to your victory lane talk. Not last season, but the season prior, I was visiting with Chad, and he said, I think we found something, just like you said. And then not only does it help you with your confidence, but obviously if you found it, car's good.
Yeah.
He didn't share what he found.
that means it was that good. It was really good. It's a secret. Yeah, Robbie going up high, looking around, so and nobody else is.
Track
so.
went through quite a few changes right there within this race. You know, it started, you wanted to be kind of in that middle to high. That burned off completely. You were well above that, but there was still moisture up there to grab. And then it moved down to the bottom. And
all right, we're going into the final turn, and first time we mentioned Mr. Tomlinson.
Yep, there's Stan Tomlinson was second. Shotzi had a really bad last 3 and 4.
He'll be working on it. Fixing it.
IMCA Hobby Stocks. We haven't talked about them yet, have we?
No.
Appel kind of running where nobody else is, just goes above them all. Wise move there, Caden. You were going to be about 5 wide down the back straightaway. Lift to race another day.
Yeah, at least another lap.
3 and 4 wide. Almost looks like the compacts out there, the way, 3 and 4 wide.
Look at how busy that is. Wow.
Brody Beater battling on the bottom.
Diesel's always there. He's always running at the top.
Ooh, here's where the
Oh, there goes 22.
uh-oh happens.
Oh. Ouch. 2 things are going on at the same time there, and
Yeah.
ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of watch the first one is kind of right there in the center of your screen. The 22 goes up, spins, but right behind him, the Appelt is spinning.
Yeah.
That's a toe-to-toe hit.
Oofta.
How did Max feel after that?
Sore.
Yeah.
Definitely sore. I think his ego was. I think that's kind of what we're fighting more on Max right now. Is we put a car together for him to return on Sunday for Jordan's team. He has no interest in racing that car. I think he just wants a break. I think he just wants a mental clarity break.
Post-graduation. No more school.
Maybe the graduation beaver will make him feel better.
Maybe. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh, Brody, nice job not losing it there in
Yeah.
front of the field.
I didn't realize that got that
That was
exciting.
pretty sideways.
That was.
You don't want to sit down, Filter?
Alex Twite having a great run.
Yeah. Yeah. You're looking strong. I like his new colors.
Oh, we missed the... Some of Caden's, the way he's able to drive down in there like that and not... Yeah, he's able to get the car turned and it still digs out of the corner.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing how he gets it to do that.
Should be spun out or chatter up the hill or something.
Yeah.
So,
But he has to race where they're not.
yeah. And he does. No lack of courage going in.
And Diesel Raynard's out front right now thinking, just keep moving. There's nobody on me.
Where are they?
Cash Saxon is another one to watch. Look out. He's gonna win one, and it's just gonna be like wildfire.
Yeah. He's pitched a few sliders.
But he's starting to calm down just a little bit,
Yeah.
where he's not so. That was kind of one of the only tools in his arsenal.
Yeah, where he didn't throw one there, and he shouldn't have,
Yep.
but he did.
He's learning when to do them and not when to do them. Boy,
There's 8 cars around you, not then.
if you haven't noticed something, hanging your right sides off the back straightaway is not a good deal, because I've seen about 4 cars do it, and they lose a ton of speed.
Yeah, and position. Yeah, stay on the racetrack.
The 148 Alan Birch, pretty cool to have him out there in Troy's car, or Andrew raced it, I think, the last time.
Yeah, known it most as Troy's with the red and black and the 148.
So if you're Diesel, you see the 70 on the board, and you're just waiting for the fire.
Where is it?
Well, it's a caution
High,
now.
low?
Yeah, I don't know. I almost question if he was going to – I think he would have caught him before the end of this, but I don't know if there would have been enough time to catch him and pass him.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get Caden up on your bumper on a restart –
Yeah.
Oh, they did dock Caden 2 spots for jumping the restart
That's
before.
right. I did hear that announced, yeah.
And did you notice that live?
I don't remember noticing it.
Yeah.
Caden's car goes so dang fast. Like, when it's time to go, like, he can turn down and he's making speed up. That wasn't a jump because he went with everybody else, but it almost looked like a jump because he takes off so fast.
Yeah. Gets up a row or two right away, and it looks like you had to start early to do that.
But just like that corner there from Cash Saxon, this was one. Yeah. Cash able to hold it down in that moisture when maybe last year, or that was a slide job.
Yeah, it would have been a, now what? Oh, it's going to be a slider. Hopefully there's nobody in the right lane. But he did hold it down, yeah. Yeah, that is a change. The guys racing around him appreciate it.
You are right about Cash. He ain't afraid to run with Caden.
No.
And he was taking some shots at another fella.
In another race?
Yes. See, yeah, he's not intimidated. He's going with him.
It still drives me bonkers that Caden can race with a car that's skewed out as much as it is,
Yeah, look at that.
and still drive forward. It just
Sit in a four-wheel skate all of that corner.
Look at Diesel's right there with him. The Tornado. This is a good race.
Yeah.
And look at Brody's right there,
Yeah.
top 5.
Saw Brody in the parts delivery pickup tonight, so at the end of the day, we waved.
Caden is able to drive it in the corner so much harder and carry more speed through the center than anybody else that I know. And he's hung out sideways doing it, and I just don't even feel like when I get sideways, I don't feel like I'm fast at all.
Yeah.
Is there some type of pedal tricks that he's doing? Is he just
Yeah,
laying to the
it's-
floor or just brake?
There
Brake
is
dragging a little.
there isn't enough you can do with these cars to separate. I mean, everybody's doing their little tricks and little this, little that. It's right foot or it's something that he's able to maneuver the pedals, the steering wheel. Like, he just kicks her in, and I don't know if he's wide open all the way through with this deal here or what he is. I'm a keep the car straight type fella.
Yeah, because that's what we've been taught, and
Well, one thing I see of
had
him
good results with it.
in Victory Lane, his testosterone is like, it's
Yeah.
up there, and he's emotional, so he's driving with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just only one tip for Caden. Let the calls be the calls during the race. Don't bring it to victory lane. That's my only piece of advice. Let the calls be the calls on the track. You won the race. Bring it to victory lane.
See, now that was a junk start right there, too.
Yeah.
We got the modifieds going here, and
But that you get the good with the bad in Victory Lane. You want them to come and see the energy of excitement.
Yep. You
I
want to
mean,
see the emotion. You do. It just don't.
the calls won't be changed.
Yeah, the
so-
call's not going to change, but you can
so-
take it up after the races.
Yeah, you won the race. Be grateful for that. Yep.
Just kind of almost if you notice there, I'm not blaming Chris Tuchscher, but you take it back right here. Chris Tuchscher kind of jumps out of line here, and then he gets on the brakes because he realized that the front row isn't going, and it jams everybody up. Because you're as much as you're watching you're not. If you're in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth
you ain't
row,
watching the flag.
You are not watching the flag. You are going off maybe the car that's either in front of you or 2 or 3 cars in front of you. And when you see them lunge, you start going.
Yeah.
And if one of them checks up because they lunge too fast, if in that case, if Thielen was watching Tuchscher, threw the car in front of him to Tuchscher, and he's seen the turn and lunge. Well, Thielen's on it, and then when Tuchscher drops it, it'll stack up that whole row. And I'm not blaming Chris.
Chris is feeling he's out of line and maybe advancing a little bit, and you got to drag it down a little. Yeah.
And it's interesting because we're watching these starts. Is a start that big of a deal?
Yes.
It is.
Especially in the modifieds. I really think it's the one spot where you're that close together, so you can make up a ton of ground. I used to say Hank always got at least a car on a restart, and he did. So there was 5 restarts. Whatever place he got 5 cars better just because of the restarts.
You guys didn't lay up on that question. You kind of bounced on
me. The starts are everything.
Yeah.
A bad start can lose you a couple spots, and you can't gain them back. It takes you laps to gain them back.
The wrong lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I understand it. Steven busted a drive shaft in Williston.
He did. He had mechanical troubles there. Sounded like he got a piece of the transmission too, which had been the night before this. I just haven't been able to talk to him. I know no more than that.
That's a replacement of the tranny?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it sounded like he had, at least the tail shaft, I would think.
See, now that sounds like a big expense when you're talking the fuel cost. What's the tranny, $1,000?
Yeah.
All of.
Yeah.
He probably had a few of them
fixable
from his late model days. I'm guessing he had a couple of them.
Yeah, I got some stock there, so I shared with him that I had a spare. He had one, but just a lot of things going on in his day job. He's farming, so everybody wants to get the seed in before the rain comes and all that. So,
So Jeffrey's leading this thing.
Yeah, team free agent is leading.
And looking good doing it.
And that would be the pass for the lead. Then Chris Tuchscher just set sail. Nobody sees his rear bumper the rest of the race.
He puts on pretty much a show like Marcus did in Williston. He's able to get out there and go. Not as far, but haven't got a chance to talk to Steven yet. New car deal. He raced it 3 times now, and I don't know if he's, not maybe as comfortable in it as his old car, or I don't know.
Here we just had a restart here with 11 to go, and Jason Walla was working that top, before the yellow, and then he made a massive move. He went from 9th up to 5th.
It almost seems like he was laying up because his heat. The heat, he didn't look super racy, but man, was he whipping it around there at the end.
We're using a lot of racetrack, a lot of line. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he came to life late on the run there too. So,
but he was kind of cleaning it off before that yellow, and obviously you can see it's only down here in the turn 1 and 2 end. He could get a pretty good drive through the center, but you'd get loose or spin the tires coming off just as he did there, and then you'd have to fall back down into line.
Mm-hmm.
See, I guess that's kind of what I'm talking about. You probably wouldn't see Jason Walla driving with that style at Dakota Speedway.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just laying it in up there, and you're trying to ride that moisture that's there all the way around.
And prepared to have the rear end tail out a little bit because these tracks up here, you got a safety deal. You can bounce off of it or get straightened out in it or something. So
Biela's first time at Nodak this year.
Yep. He looked really good. He made some moves right out of the gate and kind of fell in line here. Gabe DeShaw looking good. I mean, in my talks with some of these mod guys, they're saying that Gabe DeShaw maybe has a little bit of an advantage coming from the sport mods with this whole no brake floater thing.
Because he never had one anyway.
Never had one. He never learned how to race with one, so it's
Yeah, that's
easier
a
to
good
race
point.
without him.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's missing.
So that's a
Right.
new rule change for this year?
Yeah, going into 26 is they took the brake floaters off. And what that was, well, just what it sounds like. The brake floats on the axle, and then it's hooked with a rod, and you can point the rod up, up in the car, down in the car, whatever. So when you get on the brakes, it helps put body roll in it.
So why would they change that?
Well,
Who's got the power to say,
IMCA Sandbox, so they decide what shovels you get to play with, so or plastic forks or spoons, and they, for whatever reason, had done that, and like Brandon Sharon, there's dialogue, and guys are like, holy cow, I'm not what I used to think I was, so
did I mention that Tuchscher's Team Craig?
no.
Well, you just did.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Got through it all. You put another 2 points on me. That was, you were 10 ahead. Now you're 12 ahead.
Oh, golly.
We made him pick last, and here he is leading. Any other good ideas?
So since we finished up Nodak, we'll touch on the – I already put this out on Facebook. Everybody's seen it. We didn't race Sunday. Here's the updated Hot Sauce Fantasy. And then along with this, on Facebook, I put out the free agents, the top free agents in every class.
Yeah. Nobody made a move yet.
Nope. But we're all just holding out. I got to see this rain out extra week for Taylor Stenvold, maybe to get a car for this weekend. Drew Christensen had an extra week to get his car going. He hasn't been here at all. Yeah. Rough for
Lily stopped by to get some stuff for her graduation party, so I would say they're in graduation party mode like you were last week. So
Yeah.
I hope he got his modified going, though, too.
Rough week for Stu, though. Chris Tuchscher didn't bring the stock car out, so he only got a 20-pointer there, and then Drew with another 20-pointer.
Yeah.
Well, good point. We haven't picked on Stu enough since he's not here.
And then he hides. Where is he?
He's got a crush on Rob Lowe.
He's got
He said he could take it, so we're going to find out.
he's got some free agent decisions to make, as do I. I'm sitting there with Taylor Stenvold. I hope Jason Wallach comes back again. He's gave me a boost in points.
Yeah. I talked with Big Show a little bit. Pleasant conversation. We didn't get to that part, but I thought he was enjoying himself, so hopefully.
I noticed Kyler Jeffrey even parks where the Dark Horse would park. I don't know if he's telling me something.
Yeah, Kyler and Travis are real good friends, so yeah. Yeah, good on Kyler. I mean, he worked hard at this here, and I know he got a win in Williston there a couple years back and stuff, but looked like he's having maybe more fun than he's had for a while. So
Sometimes the
that's
songs
exciting.
just write themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. So, yeah, like I say, you put out that free agent stuff there, and we all got one, so nobody pulled any power moves yet because you only get one.
You only get one. I think
Pretty early for one.
like I think I mentioned to you, I'm not using it until the end. I'm going to do some math when we get down to that second to last week, and I'm going to figure out who gives me the best chance, and I'm going to try to send the text out first on Monday morning or whatever, because I'm the guy that figures all this stuff out and sends it to you guys. So
you know the tone before we even know anything.
I mean, I'll give it that job to anybody. You guys want it, you can have it.
Oh, you know better.
Then we get to, we've already done Mandan on Friday. We get to the most recent week, which is Estevan. Their most recent race is the Estevan Motor Speedway.
Do you got that?
I'm working on it
There
here.
we go.
Working on it.
Yeah, pretty exciting night. We got closer to the regular starting time.
Yes.
And that was a warm
Yes.
welcome.
But she was
For me.
frosty up there.
Oh, yeah, I
it
guess
was,
it was kind of
a
cool.
little chilly.
It's been cool. It's been cool every day, I think. Weatherman says it's going to change on Sunday, Monday.
I got it right here. I
yeah.
think we got to pick up. There's a caution here, obviously, in the sport mods. We'll see. where we're at. Didn't have the big computer there, so we didn't have timing and scoring on the screen, but I feel like we're in like high speed mode. What do I got going on here? They're slowing down a little bit.
Sladen making the track without Steven, so
Yeah, he didn't make the heat race.
wasn't able to make the heat, but yeah, so he's been doing a little chasing racing on his own. Again, just able to carry the responsibilities.
Yeah,
that
this
come with that.
restarts with 10 to go. Stan Mayer he jumped out front right at the beginning, and
So in my mind, knowing what Keenan Glosser's been doing, what Stan Tomlinson's been doing, I'm thinking
Stan Mayer's in trouble.
he's in trouble.
Yeah.
And this, again, turns into a great race. And there's Tim Goodwin, correct?
yep.
Right there.
Yeah, Stan Tomlinson down low, Stan Mayer in the white and blue 7, Keenan Glosser, Tim Goodwin, and then the old Uncle Coley.
Stan
Wow.
Tomlinson has won up there this year already. So, and then
Look at that. Just
Keenan's home. So the Schlope camp is running on all 8.
yeah.
I think Cody won. Didn't Kyle win 2?
Yeah.
Maybe we got a little early.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, but I mean, they're
Yeah.
fire right now.
And Keenan always carries himself well too, but Stan Mayer never gives up on the top. And there was times I watched this from the stands, and there was times I wanted to shoot down low if I was driving, but
It looks like Keenan's closing the deal.
yeah, starting to put a stamp on it, but nope, it ain't over yet. Oh boy.
Yeah, they take turns on him. You had Stan Tomlinson down there. See, now Mayer, man, oh man, he got up super high.
Yeah, almost too high, but all of a sudden he's beside him.
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of got saved by a yellow there. Fast forward through this here real quick.
And you're not calling this race, so have you watched this back?
I've not watched any of this back. I was kind of standing next to Jordan, and then I ran to do
Yep.
something real quick, and I come back and kind of clicked ahead, but 3 wide again. A super racy racetrack up there for all the classes, I thought.
Yeah. Had some cloud cover taking place of still the earlier than normal starting time. But, yeah, the track was solid. So you got a real good low line, high line, and that would be all there is to it if Cody didn't race. But when Cody races, it's a 3-lane racetrack.
Yeah.
Keep this picture in your mind here. Nobody runs in the middle.
It looks like Keenan something's like going away, like he lost his right rear or something.
And he very well could have. It could have been something as simple as you hook one of them big truck tires down and that's buried in the ground. If you
knock your toe out.
Yeah, you screw up your toe or
Bend a ball joint or something. But Stan Mayer just good for Stan.
been around quite a few years. Kind of disappeared for a little while and then came back with his son Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin in 11 turquoise-colored car.
And Stan
and,
Tomlinson is giving him
look at that,
everything.
just- he got her backed in all the way trying to find something, and yeah.
Then here comes Levi Runge at the end. Kind of making his way through this stuff. And
Yeah, you're right. Keenan does fall off.
Who am I missing there? Right behind Levi right now.
Hanshu.
Uncle Coley?
Yep.
I can't remember how Uncle Coley finished.
Well, 6th according to my race pass.
Ah.
Tomlinson threw her down there. He said, I'm trying her down low, but she just,
Yeah.
Mayer's untouchable.
Look, he's skating her in there and per-clunking the cushion there, and yeah. Good job, Stan Mayer. It's been a while. Good for him. Yeah, that's not blonde hair. That's the good stuff. Right, Craig?
I guess it could be blonde.
Yeah.
Do you got
It was gray.
the code that, if Jordan and I are interested? Is it peach bum blonde?
You're going to have to talk to Peyton and Maren Larson on what color my hair is.
Oh, is Maren Larson, is that your hairdresser?
Well, that'd be Brody's mom.
Yeah. Again, the slingy shots are We got Hallie in there and Eli and Hudson and yeah.
Now, I didn't get to watch this in real time or whatever. I think I walked back to the car with you because you were getting in the car.
I'm up next, so.
And I wanted to walk down to Brock and see whatever, just to chat. But Hallie.
Yeah, she's my driver to watch.
She's going to get one.
Yeah. Since Watford City, I could tell that she has what it takes. She just hasn't found a spot to do it yet.
Now, the track crew went out and put a little bit of water up on the top side before these drivers, just to maybe spruce it up a little bit for the stock cars that come up next, right? Is that what their plan was, we think?
I think that's what they're thinking is let it set so it isn't so slippery. Yeah, try to keep a multi-lane racetrack going so we don't get all bumper card around the bottom or whatever.
Sister leading brother, the battle begins.
Oh. She gets the drift there, and again, he's a student of the game, so.
But she doesn't let him have it easy. She's going to battle back.
Kind of picking up on what he's laying down there, trying to mimic it a little bit, and I say she's got the speed, so she's going to happen somewhere.
Do you know who's older?
Eli.
Hudson Mann having issues pulling to the infield.
Yeah, strong runner there. I seen that he had fallen out of the finish there, so tough break for him.
Well, now he's back out on the track, but I think they have to push him off.
The camouflage, that throws me still. It's
Yeah.
hard to get used to.
They get pretty stretched out here at the end, but Eli will bring home the win. Hallie's right there. She's going to get one.
Yeah. I say she's my driver to watch. Sticking to it. Kind of like Tornado when he got his win. It's coming.
They're going to come in bunches.
Yep.
Once you break the seal, you get that first one.
Yep. No, Eli's strong. We've watched Eli win, like you talked earlier. Him and Sladen had some good battles and stuff like that. And Hudson's battling too. Brogan, good racer there back when. And, yeah, Eli's picking up on all that. So
Haven't seen Brogan yet this year.
yeah. Just thinking, did he age out maybe? Or I don't know.
What are you talking over there, Filter?
Yeah.
Oh, black flag stuck on the fence.
Oh, yeah. What are you watching, Stuart? Oh.
Buena Vista, Alta, Iowa. Put the stock cars out there. Now, Brock had to start tail back in this one because he missed his heat race as well.
Yeah. Running a little behind time.
That is not a story for the Dirt Weekly. Everybody's smiling that knows what happened. And now we're going to make everybody watching super curious, but it'll make its way around the pit area before it's all said and done.
Why am I not seeing Chris Hortness racing up here?
Chris had sold his car to Caden Tuchscher.
That 91T.
And has not put another one together. He is got a headset on, though. He's part of the officialing team, which I think is better than nothing. I think he's a great driver, should be in a car, but if he can't be that, I think being an official is for me well appreciated. So.
I think he needs to race. What about Ed? He had that one black car.
I think that went somewhere.
That went somewhere, yeah. Where did that go?
Not sure.
Did Gonus get that? Not sure.
Well,
Dylan?
Gonus raced it. I don't know if Gonus ended up buying it or not.
Yeah. Maybe Dylan's got one of Jeremy's. Yeah. Who's on the hook? Caden's on the hook. He was running really high. Like it quit on him once, and obviously it quit on him again. So,
Three-wide battle for the lead.
Connor Hansen, we haven't mentioned him a whole lot. Looks like he's
tracking around the bottom nicely there.
But even we don't talk about this at all either. Keenan Glosser.
Yeah.
In the stock car. He doesn't do a whole bunch of stock car racing, but
very little, and yet he's in the thick of the lead here. So That's a car that Cody had drove a couple of times last year, and
Kyle started the year with it.
right.
Jordan, it looked like you kind of got bottled up there. Almost
there
got
was
in a wreck.
There's a bottle up effect at the bottom there.
I
Brock's hitting the inside tires. Trying to make that extra lane down there that maybe isn't quite there.
reached out and grabbed him. I was kind of feeling kind of good, kind of in a portion of the Cody lane, albeit I'm on.
What's Brock doing facing that direction?
He might have had it. Well, they called the yellow on the 46, so I didn't see it. I'm assuming he had some help. Because the yellow did go on the 46, I believe.
Yeah, now that you say it, that's what I remember hearing. So
Sometimes you just want to race backwards, Craig. And that's what I said in hot laps when I went out there and spun out on the first corner of hot laps. Just had to drive it in and see how far I could drive it in.
Now Jortland's shown his face.
Yeah,
He's a free agent.
he is.
yeah,
But, yep,
his second night he had some mechanical.
he didn't start the feature on night 2.
Man, they're getting close to those tires.
You're actually skimming them. Bro. The trick is to get your left front. If you want to run down there, you got to get your left rear down in that dark strip right next to the tires.
Yeah, that's where the go-go's at.
But now there's two nice grooves, it looks like.
Right. And like I say, if Cody wasn't there, you'd call that a 2-lane racetrack.
So what's the
That's
relation?
a 3-lane
Keenan
racetrack.
and Kyle, cousins?
Keenan is Kyle's
Right.
son.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
So we got a father and son deal going on
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like the mayors there, Stan and Dustin. Yep.
Yeah, and that's... Yeah, they got Keenan going in the stock car. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he is. And then Kyle and Cody are brothers.
Yep.
So, and Chris is the dad.
Well, both of them, Kyle and Cody, are having tremendous years.
Mm-hmm.
See right there,
Agreed.
if you watch the bottom right of the screen, Brock just kind of skimmed them tires, and it allowed him get to position on the 21 of Davidson.
Although Cody's very elusive, he doesn't like to leave Canada much.
He's busy with a family.
Yeah, he
and
got 2 young girls, and he works on a lot of people's race cars. So,
Hey, crew chief, how many parts did the old 48 have to fix on his left front after hitting all them truck tires?
Glosser's not giving up on him.
Yeah.
He's coming. Look at that. Oh.
yeah, trimming the top, boy. That's a long way around, but
Right there, as I was sitting with Peyton watching, I said right there he broke his left front because he's seen it kind of turn to the inside. He's got a major toe out problem at this point in time.
So if you're Keenan and you see your dad down there doing so well, wouldn't you want to pull in behind him?
No, you want to race if you feel fast enough, you want to race where they're not. I mean, and he right here, he feels like if I just work this top a little bit more, I have something for him. That's what you're hoping for.
hot sauce checking, especially when it's 1-lane bumper cars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the nail in the coffin right there. Keenan went up into the marbles, and then
Just lost a ton of track.
Caden Jortland gets off the bottom and opens the door for the 45 a guest, and Brock's going to make sure that he doesn't have a hole to go in on the bottom and fill that
You
gap.
ain't fitting back down here. You're out. Look at that, just trimming around in that dark area there.
Yeah, and you don't want to be in no man's land where Connor Hansen is, although he gets it to pull out of the corner pretty well there.
All things considered, he's in the race, so.
Oh. Must be about to the last lap here. 2 to go.
Keenan is keeping it straight. That looks good.
It's a great battle for second. If Kyle Schulp wasn't there, it would be a good battle for the lead.
When you're fast, I mean, look at him. he's so far out, but he doesn't look fast. You know, the car's not upset. It's just
Not sliding around.
sticking right where he wants it to be. When you're really fast, you don't look like you're fast.
Yeah.
And they don't feel fast either. But they're getting the job done.
Because ripping the top looks fast.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It actually feels fast, too, because you're going fast. It's way out there, so.
Then the modifieds.
So tell me again why Steven's not here.
I'm not 1,000%. I don't know.
I thought we heard a baseball game, but that would be.
That'd be Slato, and he was
Yeah.
there. But Sladen came
think
with
Steven's the
Grandma
coach.
and Aislinn.
Yeah, so knowing that there's rain in the forecast, knowing Steven, I'm thinking he's trying to get another quarter nailed down before the water comes on Sunday.
Now, I have no idea what happens in this race other than Cody wins. I think Cody won, didn't he?
Yeah,
But look at Tyson going.
yeah. That's a car built by Tyson, and yeah, he continues that nice run and speed and all that stuff there. And I say we see Cody here. He's still high per se, but that's not where he finishes. So
Yeah, the only thing that I watched a little bit of, especially with the stock cars, I just wanted that middle kind of where Cody was or Marcus was. I just wanted it cleaned off. In the heat race, it got super, super dry, marbly. Well, you couldn't even run up there because it just felt like you skated. You know, you're just skating on marbles.
on dancing salt, yeah.
This deal here, I just
Marcus
wanted.
is working hard at it here. They pitched in there pretty good. So
All I was concerned about is when the hobbies came out after this because I was racing the hobby.
got a yellow.
Yellow changes everything, doesn't it? Because it
Yeah.
looked like Tyson had a pretty good momentum going.
It gives you time to kind of reevaluate. You know, you probably have been low and high by now, and you're kind of reevaluating where you thought you were best at.
Oh, I skipped too far ahead. There's the checkered
Yeah.
flag.
So we haven't seen a Mr. Ed Turnbull all year.
No.
No Aaron.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say on Aaron. I'm assuming he's going to climb in a car at a point. Ed, I think, is going to, my 2 cents, I think Ed is taking command of track prep. On a note there, Cam Martin is battling some health issues, and he's been just a staple of Estevan as far as being the track prep guy. He was retired and just spent enormous hours out there making things right, going through, again, some health crisis stuff that we sure hope he can beat. Had a hat or a helmet pass for him and stuff like that. Cam's one of those people at Estevan Motor Speedway, been there since day one doing track prep, and he hasn't been able to do it yet this year. So good thoughts to him.
Yeah. The hobby stock's out now. Brody also missed the heat race because he was a little bit held up.
They were late.
A little bit late. Brock and Brody were, but 4 wide for the lead out front.
Golly.
Cash Saxon started right in front of me in the inside row. He's able to just slice and dice through.
You're about 6th right now. Pat Smith showing strong again from the first week.
Yep.
Is Kyler's car there? Is that the one?
Same one that
Yeah.
wrecked in Minot. Yep.
Yeah, they were able to get that fixed. It sounded like it was a lot of labor involved. So, but showing speed right off the trailer again. So,
Yeah, tough break for Tyson Grinstead. Got loose going into one there, spun out. I didn't even know what happened. I come around and he was sitting there. I'm like, oh crap! I hope that wasn't me because I was stuck on the bottom at this point. I started on the bottom and I tried to run that moisture strip at the bottom. I was pushing Beth Ann Gowdy, kind of trying to. We got to go, but she was going as fast as she could, and they were 2 and 3 wide up in front of me, beside me. I just wanted to kind of keep the car in one piece. Right here, if you want to get in my head, I'm going to get to the right rear quarter of Beth Ann Gowdy going down the front. I wanted to be to the outside of her when we got to turn 1. And
when we talked a couple weeks ago, you were feeling not super comfortable with the car, but by looking at this, it seems like you feel very comfortable right there.
it's just
not in the seat.
Right, not in the seat. I'm not necessarily comfortable with the seat and the positioning of the seat and the pedals, but the feel of the car feels really good. I thought from the get-go when I was running the bottom, I was like, this is going to be a good hot rod, you know.
But you migrated to your momentous high line.
Yep, I wanted the top. That's where I wanted to be. And this is where I was talking, you got to wrap around. I wanted to turn down the hill, but Kyler was coming up, and I had to wrap all the way around him to come out of the corner.
You're with all the players, Diesel, Cash, Kyler right there.
Yeah.
Actually, you're kind of learning that momentum is your friend. Again, I touched on Pat Smith there, but just excited for him. I mean, he's just really enjoying racing, and he won the opener, and he's laying down some strength again here. So
then I get up to second here, and I run a few laps, and I still see Kyler, and I didn't know if I even had anything for Cash. I had to do some adjusting to where I was running to try to even get some momentum on him, because I'm not gaining any ground here. I'm still about a car length behind as they go through the screen.
Watching you, I thought you just finally got it up there on the edge.
Yeah.
And then that's
especially turn 1 and 2, because there was that moisture strip up around the top that you could use to slingshot you down through the, because you'd literally go into one. See right here, you watch it go in, and
so
I
you're
burp.
way up there now. So you're all the way up there.
I burp it, and you could almost get back in the throttle, and then you'd have to roll out of it a little bit for this part because you'd spin your tires coming out of the corner.
When it's way high up in 2 like that, like you say, it's dry and dusty, or marbly or whatever, sandy
there
but
just wasn't anything up high down in 3 and 4.
Are you mindful of who's beside you? Did you know that's Cash?
I'm waiting for the slider.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm totally waiting for the slider. These 3 laps that we race almost side by side, I'm 1,000% waiting for the slider. I'm preparing for the crossover going in the corner, waiting for the black and blue streak.
Bye, ladies. Vroom, vroom. Yeah.
Because I still see him there. If you've seen in the top of the screen, I could still see him in the center of the corner down to the inside. So he's in position if he wanted to throw a bomb.
Actually, where it's even more concerning is when he's not in view.
Right.
Because as long as he's in view, you know what your offense is.
But what I'm saying, though, just by him being in my view, I know the next corner when he's not in my view, I could see him. Or, the slide job could be coming.
Yeah. It's when they disappear, and then all of a sudden you got the whole 9 yards coming across the left front. Yeah, so.
Then I've watched this back a little bit. He moves up and tries to kind of mimic. Same with Diesel. They all moved up kind of to my line that I was using for that momentum. And
that's what I'm talking about. Trying to copy what's working.
Well, you have to. As racers, you almost have to.
You're looking around seeing who's getting it done, and you want to do what they're doing, or at least try to do what they're doing.
But the battling through the pack here is just unreal. The 3 and 4 and 5 wide, and Brody Beater starting in the back. Ethan Guest went plus 12 up to a top 5.
Oh.
I mean, that's a run.
So you're not finding anything weird going on with the car? Temps are good, oil pressure's good, no shakes, no noises?
Everything is golden.
Are you singing?
No. The motor, everything was, the motor was singing. Everything was singing. Not me, though. I'm always, I don't want to get too lax out there. I mean, my brother taught me years ago when I used to race with him in a hobby, if you get lax, that's when you're going to get, you got to stay on the chip.
So you're going as hard as you can?
Yeah, I might have backed my corner up just a little bit, but actually I look at the lap times, and I actually got faster towards the end of the race when I started to back my corner up a little bit and not drive it in so super hard.
Tyson trying to salvage something out of
getting sent to the back.
Sent to the back, and he does salvage a 10th out of it. That's certainly better than nothing. So, yeah, Brandon. Like you say, sometimes you try to cool it, and it's no slower.
Yeah.
But you have better confidence of not falling off the corner. You're up there in the fall off zone. So,
and you pulled away on Cash enough where
I didn't see him anymore.
Yeah.
So, but I still felt like I was in the danger zone. I don't have a, is a slider coming at the end? Do I got to prepare for it? because I'm leaving a lot of racetrack open as I go in the corner.
Yeah, all of it. He has now followed you in. He's conceded to this is beyond slider stuff. I need to learn how to go
But
your
he still
speed.
moved his corner. He's still down a little bit more than I
He's
was.
searching. Yeah.
So if you felt someone start bumping you in the back, would that rattle you?
Well, you'd have to kick her up. I'd maybe drive it in even a little bit harder. And
Yeah, that's the indicator that you're letting off and they're not.
that car just digs out of the corner, though. I've driven a lot of race cars. This one here has some serious dig for the scale numbers that we didn't even like. We didn't even like what the scale said.
Yeah, it sure looked like it drove
There's the
good.
checkers.
That's awesome, dude. Heck yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Got you a blonde hairdo.
Yeah. The hair.
Heck yeah.
I was going to give Marcus a call earlier. We went through all the races, but we want to entertain a call. We're going to go into the fear the rear making moves. Do we want to touch on anything? You got anything for making moves?
I think I've talked about it the last 2 weeks. Stan Tomlinson's blown my mind.
Yeah, having a solid move. For me, Marcus putting together that killer Williston run. I mean, he's had it a few times and it got away late in the race. Put a 7-second W on him. That was solid. Good job, Marcus.
Some people may not agree with this. It don't matter. IMCA making moves, changing the rules and the modifieds, kind of turned the class upside down a little bit, and
It's interesting.
made things made things that
What's interesting
seemed
is you guys
easy
know
but
about
challenging.
Not so stable.
Right.
Yeah.
that. I just don't. Yeah,
In my talks with some of the mod guys, they're kind of on edge. They're trying to figure out what they have to do, how to do this, how to do that.
it's not bothering Marcus.
It didn't bother him in Williston.
From what I understood talking to the mod guys, it's one of them deals. Either you have it, either you hit it, or you don't hit it. There's like almost no middle ground.
It's almost what it looks like, too.
That
What's Isaac saying about this?
I think something similar.
Yeah. I don't have clarity.
I
on
think
that.
it's affecting a guy like Stephen Pfeiffer getting a new car, the rule change. You notice he's not the normal Stephen Pfeiffer.
How do you get that memo? You go to the mailbox and you get a letter from IMCA like,
Oh no, it's communicated
Yeah.
out.
Well, the banquet's Thanksgiving Saturday, so the rules are usually right in line with that. Monday morning, maybe a little showing going into the banquet, but yeah, it's all over.
I think you might be poking the bear talking about Steven like that. I think he's going to throw it down on Sunday. And
Yeah,
Well, I hope so.
yeah. He's not. Yeah, he's used to running better than that, and as you shared, some other ones are too. So, you'll find it. Yeah, Steven can pick up the car and run. So poke the floorboards out and pick it up and run. So, but yeah. I'm sure plenty of them are on the phone asking questions. There was a lot of talk about getting shocks that would rise up and hold them, get them easy up type of deal, and then hold them there with a bunch of compression on it. So I would say that there's a lot of trickery going on in that area. Would be my 2 cents. But
it's a little bit different because to get that shock that holds the car up in my brain, it might work against you in some ways.
yeah, because it doesn't know when you don't want it.
Correct.
Where a brake
Correct.
floor, you usually keep your foot off the brake. Good point. Right. So, like you say, the
There's a
hitting
lot
it
of-
window is really narrow.
Yep.
And right. But in Williston on Band Day,
Marcus
had her going. So,
and with the Texas Red upcoming schedule, we're going to kick off McLean County Speedway.
yeah, can't overemphasize. It's the start of McLean County, and again, if you're a fan or race there, that's been
Calling the old president.
yeah. He's got a pretty good list of things to do yet. So
Hello.
hey,
Hey, this is the Dirt Weekly. Brandon, Jordan, Craig. Marcus, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really well actually. It's been the last 30 hours have been wild.
are you at the racetrack?
I just stopped at the racetrack. I was in Minot at Adam Goff's shop there and got my stock car wrapped. But more importantly, we got 7 new sponsors this year at their speedway. So we had to we put their logos or decals on a 4x8 sheet of tin. So I was in Minot all afternoon doing that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're discussing opener tomorrow night. We got all the ducks in a row, the administrative stuff done, and we're gonna race tomorrow night.
yeah, that's I guess I was watching the Dirt Weekly or listening to it until I got here, waiting for that phone call. But yeah, just a minute of everybody's time. For 8 weeks we've dealt with insurance and not having it, and the insurance company just not getting back to us. And for whatever reason, on yesterday I got a phone call and from one of our old insurance companies, and 30 hours later, by the grace of God, we have insurance for this race season. So, and that's no lie. We were very, very nervous about the race season or opening night. So
Wow, that seems like something that you would completely take for granted is something that you wouldn't have to be focused on.
yeah, the behind the scenes is just crazy on what it actually takes. I know Jordan's been around for a long time, so has Brandon, but yeah, it's the little things, getting concession workers lined up and just all that stuff. So we're very fortunate down here.
Touching real quick, Marcus, on that insurance question, as you say, it's not just getting insurance, but it's insurance that's approved by IMCA. So there's a little extra there that has to be okay too. So
Yep. Yeah.
you're sharing that. So
Yeah, IMCA only allows certain motorsports insurance, and yeah, I know that there's a few tracks in North Dakota that had to switch this year insurance companies. We were one of them, and we were struggling, but yeah, luckily. And then the greatest part about it all, it's $130 cheaper a night. So
I didn't know that when I left last night, so that's great news. So wow.
yeah.
Not only did we get it from somewhere else in 30 hours, in your own words, it come in at a lesser price. Good deal. Yeah.
So first, we're going to touch on Williston Basin Speedway and you picking up a win over there. And just talk about the what it meant to pick up an IMCA modified feature win with the caliber of drivers that were present that night.
Yeah, so rewind 24 hours from that night, and I passed for the lead in Mandan 10 laps in and get past 8 laps later by Logan Schmitz, and he ran a great race, and he kind of sized me up and got around me, and congrats to him. But we went home Friday night and went to work a little bit Friday night, Saturday, and went to Williston, and just me and Mariah and Tasker, and Dad goes, if you draw up front, you're going to win tonight, and I'm going to miss it. And we signed up and drew a 3, and then you're like, well, we got to start, front row. And then you see your heat race lineup, Jason Walla beside you. And we all know Jason, and it's just like, well, you got to try and beat him into 1 and 2. And somehow we did that. The preferred line was on the bottom for sure in the heat race. So I was lucky I started inside pole of the heat, but win the heat race and then start straight up for the feature. And again, John Flory, how many wins does he have in Williston? He started outside of me, and then the 2 heavy hitters in North Dakota right now for the last 5-10 years, Jason Wall and Travis Hagen, start behind you. And then Gabe's no slouch already, and Brady Biella, Kyler Jarrett. There was 10, 12 good cars there, and I thought they were right behind me. I thought that I was holding them up. I thought that, I lost one opening night in Williston last year. Tate Johnson passed me on the last lap, and if you look at lap times, you'll see how much slower I was the last 2 laps of that race a year ago on band day. So, the last lap, I didn't lift the last lap, and then, that, is it Chris Morgan? Is that the announcer, Brandon?
Yep.
Okay. So he came down and he stuck his head in the window and he's like, you know how big of a lead you had? And I was like, they had to be right behind me. And he was like, when I came down, it was 7.2 seconds. And I was like, I couldn't believe it.
It was a lot of the track.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Marcus, they call you the Iron Man, and in your details that you just shared, Friday night in Mandan, what did they get over about 11 o'clock? Then you drive back to Turtle Lake. Is that where you live?
Yep.
Then
An hour north of Mandan.
So
yep.
that's midnight. And then you said you started thrashing on the car. You don't sleep.
Yeah. Well, I like to get it unloaded, get it up in the air. You look over some stuff. It kind of just determines when you need to be back in the morning. Especially if you got, some damage from the night before. Like, I just wanted to make sure my tires didn't need a bunch of tire work before we left from Williston and stuff like that. So there was just kind of a routine. Everybody has a routine, I guess.
Yeah, Marcus. We've been talking about the new rules in IMCA Modified, and probably haven't been doing them any justice. In your own words, give us what's going on with brake floaters, or more so lack of. And certainly wasn't hurting anything on you in Williston, but we kind of making the comment that it's kind of a you hit it exactly or you missed it type of deal. And where you at on brake floaters?
So years ago when I ran jet cars, we never ran a brake floater. So for me, it was like, we're right back at home.
Ah.
A little different because the brake floater has to be clamped onto the housing, where my brake floater on the jet cars was still on the bird cage. So it still had index in it and still got to roll with the bird cage. So clamped on the housing is a little different, but I mean, my honest opinion is it leveled out the playing field. I mean,
well, that's kind of the direction we were going. I mean, things are changing. So
the fast guys are still going to be fast. Sean Strand, he struggled 2 weeks ago in Mandan, the night that I had a chance to win. And then last Friday, he put it on us. I mean, he was gone. So, I believe that the fast guys are going to figure it out. The guys that have been good for many years, they're going to figure it out. How many times, not knocking Jeremy Keller, I respect him, but the one night he went -1 in the lineups, in the feature, you never see that, so, and Jeremy's going to have it figured out one night and beat us by 5-6 seconds like he sometimes has. So I don't know if this chassis setup is way more important now, but for me, I've noticed it more when the track dries out, obviously, right? When you got to use the brake more. In Williston, when you don't have to use much brake, the car stays up on the bars and pretty easy to drive, really.
Because ultimately, for the layman, when you see a car that's hiked up, that means the left rear picks up and it's pushing into the ground, the left rear tire into the ground. With the brake floater, when you got on the brake, the floater helped keep it up on the bars, right, Marcus?
Yep, you're correct, which also keeps it on the nose, keeps the car planted. And so, I've made some changes this year to my right front. Well, it's been harder to keep it up on the nose. Well, if I would have a brake floater, it would be easier. So, now it's maybe them changes I made would be helping better with the brake floater. But I've probably given some of my secrets away, but whatever. They can try it and struggle too, because I've ran 11th and I've won a race this year, so you never really know where we're going to be at.
Well, then the opposite of it, you take that brake floater away, and then you're relying on, maybe like Jordan said earlier, you're relying on maybe a stiffer shock or some other to keep it up on the bars. But also, when you do touch the brake, the natural reaction is to almost bring the car down from the bars, correct?
You're exactly right.
So now, before, when you hit the brake with a floater, it would keep it up because that bar would be attached to the brake floater and keep it up on the bars. Now, taking that away, you hit when you go in the corner and you start using a brake, it's actually pulling the car down, so you can't keep it on the bars.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're correct.
I'm just trying to
The-
explain it for the layman's at home that maybe don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
You see it in the start of the race of the modifieds. I used to say lights down, left rears up. Now it's just lights down.
Well, you see some guys, like I've been watching it,
At
paying
least not as
attention,
severely as they used to
but
be.
they're having to swerve sometimes 2 or 3 times to even get it up on the bars.
That's where I'm at with the shocks.
Yep.
I think they're trying to get the thing up on the shock as much as they can. Yeah, it's interesting.
You really notice if you get out of the gas, like I've noticed, and the race is over, but when you come to the checkered and you kind of just dump the throttle, you dang near spin out the wrong way because the car comes off the bars so fast because that brake floater isn't help
Yep.
keeping it up. So that's like if you're even saying like trying to avoid a wreck and you dump the gas, just completely let off the gas, like it's kind of, you don't know what the car's going to do really. So it's interesting.
Yeah, it's something that we've talked about quite a bit on here,
Yeah.
and I just didn't know if the people watching, the fans or the racers that race maybe get it, but the fans. Craig sitting here at the table, he's learning a ton. He's taking notes. He'll have an IMCA modified by the end of the year.
Hey, I got one for sale still. I'm kind of fast this year actually. So
It is interesting that IMCA would make a decision like that, and you think the main initiating factor was to level the field. That's where you feel that was done?
I really do. I mean, I think Cody Schulp's the only person in North Dakota, Canada that's won 2 features in 8 races. So that's pretty cool, I guess.
that's some
I
parity
mean, there's
there.
been, Travis Tooley, a friend of mine, good friend of mine. I didn't have it on my bingo card he was going to win opening night, and he,
Yep.
Yeah, it looked real good. So,
some good cars. So
yeah, Mandan opener for sure. Yeah.
I personally think that it's going to make for better racing also, maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in a month from now when everybody's got it figured out. Everybody gets 10, 15 nights in.
So just quickly
point.
before we move on, we're going to move to the McLean County Speedway. But I just clicked my phone open because somebody sent me a message and said you got to check Facebook. Did you see what was released a few hours ago or just a little while ago by the Dakota Classic Mod Tour? Have you seen that yet, Marcus?
I did. I kind of had a little insight on this before that got released, but yeah, how cool is that?
So if you win the IMCA Modified, if you win the Dakota Classic Modified Championship, you get an entry into the Dome, St. Louis Dome race.
Wow.
You get a
Wow.
ticket to be entered into the Dome.
Is that something you'd want, Marcus? Because they beat everything up at that dome.
I got a couple cars out back that I would put together, and I'd probably put my stock car motor in that thing and put a real carburetor on it, and we'd go have some fun. I really think.
Oh golly, I hadn't seen that. That's awesome. So
Yeah, somebody sent me
But-
a message, and I thought I better just touch on that real quick. I mean, it's pretty cool
Yes,
what they're doing.
If I have
Wow.
a chance to win I don't think I'm racing the tour on Friday because it's our town celebration. But after Mandan, if I have a chance to win the tour, I guess we'll be trying to.
yeah, Turtle
just-
Days will be day 2.
I just try to make the show. So and on the tour, that's a goal in itself. So
But sometimes,
is.
some years, the way the cookie crumbles, making the show and just getting in there consistently is enough, depending on
Yeah.
what all
I think it-
transpires.
I think it'd be really cool to see somebody from the western side of North Dakota go in a modified or even a late model. Some of the eastern guys, Tyler Peterson's gotten to go a few times, and I know there's a couple others, Zach Johnson and stuff like that, Minnesota guy. But it'd be cool to have a western side of the state guy go. Travis Hagen, what was he signed up for? Wasn't that a Dome invite, or that was for something?
that was-
That
he had
was
to get-
close.
Yeah, he got close. He was on the ballot to get voted in and didn't get enough votes.
Sure.
So with the dome, you need to be invited?
Yes, it's an invitational.
Yeah, they would have 5,000 modifieds there if they didn't have.
Limit.
Yeah, so
Ah.
So let's shift gears. We'll go to the McLean County Speedway. Opening night tomorrow night. What are the same thing as last year? Is there anything different? Anything new that people can expect?
We've had a long off season. We've continued to do updates. We're currently working on a North Pit area. Hopefully can have that ready for the county fair. It's a good problem when you need to find more pit area, right? That means the place is booming, I would say. When you come in tomorrow, you're going to notice that we blocked off the pit parking and the grandstand gate admission parking. Just something we thought was good. You know, it'd be really easy to sneak into the McLean County Speedway pits if you wanted to. And so when you come tomorrow, you're going to see some freestanding panels put up. Yeah, we got a lot of great people coming back as sponsors, as help. Yeah, just excited. It was very nerve-wracking yesterday and today waiting on this insurance. And I think at 3 o'clock today, I just sent the group a text, "We are racing," in all capital letters. So and now the phone hasn't rang. Stop ringing since. So.
Did you test out the lights?
No. They worked when we shut them off last year.
Craig had a question for me earlier I couldn't answer. The menu, concession stands, taco in a bag, and what was the other one again?
Well, the burgers, of
the
course.
Burgers, yeah. The burgers are a standard, but I didn't know if we had taco in a bag or not. So.
Oh man, is my mom or Heather Schaefer on here? They would know. I don't.
See,
I
you're
usually
like
just
me.
get the leftovers.
Who's on the mic?
I know it's $7 for a cheeseburger, and that's probably the cheapest around. So and it's probably one of the better burgers around. So
Sure is.
$4 a beer. The more you drink, the more we make.
Is it hot sauce on the mic?
We got Lindsey Lawson and then Toby Kramer. He helped announce last year a little bit. He announces all the sporting events around Turtle Lake and Underwood. So. He's a good friend of ours, so Lindsey Lawson, we all know him. He's been doing it for a long time. It's
perfect.
Really good to have those two guys back. Isaac's actually going to be the tech inspector, so
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he was shooting. Okay. Yeah.
Because
So
He's teasing Cole a little bit, so I was wondering what was going on there. So heck yeah.
I was trying to put two and two together, but my private school education for Bishop Ryan wasn't doing a very good job. But that text message he sent in our group earlier about what to tech on a certain division, and I kind of laid it out pretty good to him there.
That's what I said. Is Isaac tech inspector? Well, I don't know. I said, well, I'm not sure either.
What do they got you doing?
Race directing again, right, Marcus? Or what do we? I'll show up and do anything you tell me to. So
Brandon's our. I don't like to call it race director. He's our race keeper goiner. But Brandon does a great job. Yeah, he does a great job getting cars on and off the track and stuff like that.
Marcus,
so,
you're not going to recognize him. He's a beach bum blonde now.
Yeah, if I remember right, it might be 15 years ago, but I think the beaters went bleach blonde like once a summer there for a while or something.
Yeah, it was in the.
Or is this the first time?
Oh no! This has been a thing. But it's been it's been all of
I thought it was more than that, but he said it's 22 years to be exact.
Since the last time I did it.
I was twice as high as you, and it's in the middle of both of us. So. Yep. Well, no hiding it tomorrow.
I'll be real with you. There's 22 years difference between the photos that Jenny was able to scrounge up and right now. It may have been done sometime in between, but nobody's been able to find photos, and we're just going to leave it at that.
Sooner, but
So what's the story behind it? I guess. Like, Did you guys already talk about that?
Yeah, basically, if you can imagine when you have a 20-year-old daughter. And she sits in the shop and works on race cars with you, and she comes up with these ideas that if you win a feature race, you have to dye your hair blonde. And we don't necessarily take her serious until we win feature races. And then she goes and gets the supplies, and she says we're dyeing hair. So in all reality, because I won, I lost. And Brock looks the same as I do. Well,
he's got it as well.
Brock has it as well.
Oh. I haven't seen that yet.
Yep. Brock's blonde, and then Brody went blonde as well, just to be part of the group, and then Trevor Haas went blonde. So
I saw
What about-
Brody earlier today.
You guys should have made Max go blonde for graduation. That would have been awesome.
well, that the only rule that we had is they wanted to do Brock last week after he won in Nodak, but the rule we had is for graduation itself, we wanted everybody to have normal hair for the pictures.
Well, I got a question.
and it's over.
You were talking about Brock's hair being gray.
I wasn't.
I think
I was getting text messages the night he won at Nodak while I was announcing about Brock's gray hair.
I'm asking.
It's not me.
I'm asking for a friend. Does gray hair blonde well? Did it blonde out?
Yes, the older you are and the grayer, see how mine went more of a yellow color? So the younger kids that didn't have gray hair, theirs is orange. I call it golden orange.
Oh, so it's better to be gray.
Better to be gray.
Golden orange. Oh, you heard it here first.
Next week there's gonna be 3 blondes.
It's just a deal, like I said earlier. I just appreciate the fact my daughter's involved. So that's all that matters.
Oh man, isn't it so fun to do it with your family? I mean, it's unbelievable to have my dad and my wife and little one. You know, Tasker hasn't missed a race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He hasn't.
and we had a little change in the off season too. We switched shops. In the past couple years, we haven't had the room to work on all the cars in one shop. We've kept one up here at my dad's. We've kind of alternated cars and shops. Now with Brock's new towing shop, we have enough room for all the cars, and it's a different vibe. You go down there, you're with family, everybody's together, and it's fun.
A couple of comfortable chairs.
couple of chairs that
You can just watch if you want.
Yeah, it is. It's all about family, camaraderie. My wife comes down there now. We all hang out, and you get a lot more done.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., are we doing hot laps at 6? I got to be there at 6. Is that what did we lose him?
Huh?
We lost Marcus.
Marcus, you there?
No, we lost him.
Oh,
It quit on us here.
oh. I don't know if we have hot laps or not. Robbie asked me the same question. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe. I shouldn't say yes or no. I just flat don't know. So. Let's
So
see,
all the
that's
normal players then, hobbies, stock cars, sport mods,
Yep.
legends.
Yep, I got them right here.
And
Legends,
wingless.
non-wing sprint cars, sport mods, hobby stock cars. 5
Non-wings
classes.
are there. Okay.
Parked in the north parking lot.
And it starts at 7.
I don't
Or
think
not
they'll-
yet.
Not yet. Not
yet.
till the
That's
fair.
where the north will be.
Yeah, they'll be against the trees.
Well, that could be a late night.
Yeah,
Not
an
if
enjoyable one.
Not if what Marcus called me the car getter on the track guy, the race car getter on the track guy
Oh,
does his
yeah.
job.
The do whatever it takes to get her done guy. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. So, heck yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be there. I might be pushing that 6:30-ish
Yeah,
just because work on a Thursday. So
we won't start without you. You know. So, yeah. Yep. Come for the food and enjoy the races.
yeah, so
Looking
McLean
forward
County
to it.
Speedway opener tomorrow night, Thursday night. Make
Wow.
the 60 mile. If you're from Minot, make the 60-mile trip down. If you're from Bismarck, make the 60-mile trip up.
Yep.
If you're anywhere in between, get over there.
It's a great drive.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of just a nice little drive. If you go down with somebody, you get talking and boom, you're there, and you get talking on the way home about the races, and you're home. And
Nodak, it's too short to Burlington. You're like, I need a little longer drive.
yeah,
Mandan's a little too far. Estevan's to get to work. But this, perfect.
yeah, just right. Yeah, heck yeah.
We already touched on the Hot Sauce Fantasy Draft. Or
Yeah.
Fantasy.
We
said
did some
draft.
Fear the Rears. You
Did
didn't
some
you
Fear
didn't
the
spit
Rear.
one out.
Yeah, I did. The IMCA.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Changing up the rules.
Yeah, changing up the rules.
Stu doesn't get a voice in the matter because he's
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah. He played busy.
Maybe as Wednesdays go through the summer, he'll get a little bit less busy. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Kind of
Yep.
new going into it. We do the show Wednesday nights, so
Usually.
usually. Well, the draft was Friday.
Oh,
Last
man.
week or 2 weeks ago was a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday's open for me. Not you. You're going to Mandan.
Not
Okay.
this weekend. So the rest of the schedule, we got Thursday night, McLean County Speedway. We already talked about it. Friday night is
Mandan.
Dakota Speedway down in Mandan. Saturday, I believe the only one that I found was Jamestown.
Devil's Lake, are they kicking it up?
Nope, Devil's Lake is off this weekend.
That would be a perfect opportunity if Devil's Lake was running. I've never been there to check it out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this is
It's
open
worth
day.
checking out. It's cool. It's got a bar cafe in one corner, and you can sit on the grass if you want. Kind of 2 hills with the racetrack in between. It's a cool layout.
So we know Estevan's elite. What's the next track around Estevan that would be one to visit? Is there any?
Well, on my bucket list, the only 2 tracks after going to Fargo last year with Max's car, there's only 2 tracks left in the state that I have never raced on, and that would be Lisbon and Wishick.
I haven't been to either one either. Steven's been to the Sauerkraut, so.
Yeah, both them tracks I've never even I shouldn't say step foot. I've been to the racetracks, just not while they're racing.
I haven't been anything at those 2.
Those 2 are trying to figure out what class or what car I have to build to go to them 2.
I think they got Wissota Streets, I think.
Currently, we don't have one in the arsenal to go there.
So you want to go there to race?
Yeah, I would like to race at every track in the state. I mean, that's just kind of a goal. I've raced at every other one, including the old Bismarck track when it was over on the east side of town, including Geographical Center Speedway and Rugby. I've raced up in Flaxton.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just kind of...
I snuck a Langdon in when they were still happening.
That one I don't even know about.
A Grand Forks.
Yeah, I hit Grand Forks a couple years ago. I was able to drive Trevor Hass's hobby over there. Max and Fargo.
And your hobby that you drove to victory here, that's your motor and transmission that was in
from Trevor's car.
Trevor's car, yeah.
So
his car was sold as a roller.
It's the car right up here, that 8 car that's right there.
Yeah.
That's the same car, and the motor and transmission came from the 99H that you drove last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So technically I was riding with you on Saturday night.
It wasn't strong enough for the compacts, but it was strong enough in Estevan.
Oh.
Ouch, ouch,
No,
ouch.
we established I'm here. I can't be picked on.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Stu's a target. I'm sorry. Oh, I pull it back. Yeah, you put all the plug wires on in Estevan. Ascar pulled a couple off. He just wanted to make sure he didn't spin out.
He has a small right foot. It's not very heavy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, what else we got? 8 minutes to 10 o'clock. I got a big day tomorrow at work.
Yeah.
I got some
We
meetings.
Probably better get ready for Underwood. I was close, but close doesn't mean I'm ready.
I know they're down changing the gears on the 19 Brody Beater machine. He'll be there. That'll be the only car I think there.
Brock's not running.
He's going to be. It's hard being a dad and racing yourself and the dad of a racer. So they have chosen to Underwood is the track where Brock goes strictly as Brody's dad to help him out and focus 100% on Brody.
He'd spelled that out last year, and at first you might say, well, I'm not sure if I understand that, but I understand that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And Brody's come a long ways fast, and part of that is that. So.
Yep. And then
Brock,
the whole Tougher Than Dirt Tour as well. He's
okay.
I don't know what his plan is for Estevan and Minot because he's going to be in some sort of points battle if he keeps going at both places. So he might be forced to race them 2 nights with a stock car.
I would
but
think.
His original plan was to
Just be the pit man.
just be the pit man all
Shouldn't
week.
say just. That's important.
Yeah.
but
Be Brody's dad all week. Be the pit man and Brody's dad.
Brody's driving, and I'm with.
Yep.
I'm not bringing my car.
And unfortunately, some of what Max is missing in racing is me not being able to be in the pits with him as a dad, as a pit man, as
an adult figure.
yeah.
What is your day? I'm trying to think about what my day would look like if I were to be racing tomorrow. What time are you? I mean, because you got to get the car loaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Usually
like
I like to have it loaded the night before. That's not going to happen this time. I'll load it in the morning, but
Are you taking the day off? You're not doing plumbing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just race.
It's just race.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I'll mess around on a couple things right off the bat, phone calls and stuff like that. But no, for the most part, it's car in the trailer. Down the road we go.
Rolling noon.
I want to be there at noon. So again, we got some signage to get put up and stuff like that.
Because you're working there. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So, like I say, our clerical there was in jeopardy there for a little while. And with that said, we just got some physicalness needs to be set up. We got to get our sponsor boards up and stuff like that. So
There was some talk of rain. We were away from that.
yeah, you hate to
Shenanigans.
You hate to talk like that. So I seen 40%. It was for mine. I don't know what that means. 60 miles south. I think it means none. So
I haven't even looked. I'm not even going to look.
yeah.
It got itself out of the way right when we were walking in here. It was ugly when we walked in here. It was spitting.
Yeah, spitting a little rain. So, yeah. And as the weatherman's been promising, the weather's just going to get nicer as the weekend goes on, starting Thursday.
Yep.
And tomorrow's
Your garage
Thursday,
is
so.
boring now without any cars in it.
Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, be less boring when I take that block out of there.
Yeah, but look at all the Tougher Than Dirt Tour bling that we got rolling
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was a secret or not. We should be showing that off. We'll save that for next time
Yep.
because that is some cool stuff. You got it blinged up. I'm excited.
Jordan
for
and
that
I will wear those hats because we can't cover up the golden locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool hats.
Well,
I want to wear
just
one.
a second. You guys cover the show for a second.
He's going to get them. Yeah, he done good on those. So,
But
with that said, it's only 2 weeks away.
back to Marcus, in the sleep thing. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, he did cover him up. Now you got to do the heat race because that's perfect.
Oh, where are you going with that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Breaker.
I don't know if it exactly fits or not here with the headset, but
Look at you on screen there. Oh,
yeah.
man.
I would say now that every hobby stock driver that raced you on Saturday's got to be embarrassed.
so
He beat us.
Now you look
blonde
like you're
hair
12.
with a big noggin hat or whatever. So the feature winners, I got one for the kids, one for the slingshot drivers, and then the stock car and the hobby guys will have to fit in this one. My head fits in it, so your head should fit in it.
Push down harder.
You don't get to keep it
it'll-
though. They're rather expensive, but yeah, the big hats. I mean, how cool is that?
There's
It
going to be
says-
one driver
It
that's
is
going to be
cool.
like, no, I'm going to pass on the big hat.
No, they're gonna wear it.
Yeah, you got to wear it.
You have to wear it.
Like
Take
drinking
the.
milk at Indy. Comes with the terrain.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I do. And I'm not just setting you up.
You do look like you're 12.
With the big hat.
Well, in the blonde hair, you just
Like you're 12. Yeah, I will say your blonde hair does make you look younger. I don't know.
Well, I felt like Lee
Like
Corso
30?
on College Game Day when he put the big hat on or the alligator head or whatever team he was gonna win that week. I don't think it'll fit with my. No,
Oh. Huh. Well,
I can't remember who had that idea, but it was Ryan Sebo did. Sebo Motorsports. That's who. He had the idea. We rolled with it. I didn't put a year on it, so I can reuse them year after
Yeah.
year. The winners do not, like I said, do not get to keep these.
yeah.
They are not cheap.
Yeah. They're going to try to keep them, but
Nope, not going to happen. Also bringing back Trophy Girls.
yeah, I heard tryouts.
Yep, we had tryouts. We had it's going to be debut on Netflix in 2029.
Oh.
The tryouts and
The tryouts, yeah.
everything that transpired to get Trophy Girls back on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. Netflix is working on the documentary. It takes a while to get it there.
and this is how
You're doing good from the cuff here, so.
the tragic end of the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. The Trophy Girls were brought back.
Corruption never existed this high.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks away. I released a bunch of drivers last week that pre-registered. Right now, as we sit, I think there's I'd have to look again, but as of earlier, there was like 19 hobby stocks already pre-registered to run all night, all the nights.
In fantasy, that matters.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's.
But
I mean,
the problem is there's only 4 sport mods that pre-registered, and then we had a handful of slingshots as well.
Well, again, there's big numbers on the table here, so we're gonna have to shoot that off. This thing's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that next week.
It's 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from tonight.
Today. Oh my
we have to
God.
make our picks.
No, 1 week from tonight we're gonna have to make our picks.
My real job's in jeopardy again. I gotta go race it all week again. Oh man.
So if you're out there and you're planning on running the Tough in the Dirt Tour, please go to the Tough in the Dirt Tour Facebook
Yes.
page.
Like the fantasy deal, we don't know.
We need to know
if
if you're
going
going to run all the nights. I'll put a list out for you
Yes.
guys probably next Tuesday. I'll send a list to you guys.
And if you don't feel comfortable,
We got to pick them next week.
If you don't feel comfortable, just come into the store. Let me know. I'll tell the guys.
Right. Catch up with me at Nodak. We got a doubleheader. Tell me what's cooking. Tell me what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, hobby stocks. For those that didn't see, we have 2 out-of-staters coming. Pace Herrera is on his way up. He's going to actually race Sunday, Monday here at the Nodak Speedway.
Oh. Well, he's been a nice addition when he's been here before. So.
And then one
He's
of the
a
guys,
go-getter, so.
one of the guys that I met when I did race that 8 car down in Arizona, Nathan DeRegan from Peoria, Arizona, is coming up.
Wow. From Arizona.
Well, he's currently in Iowa. He's been racing in Iowa for the last few weeks, and he's going to come up here and do this.
Yeah. Farther than a Mandan trip. Still.
Is that picture from Arizona?
Yes, that 8 car, the 8 right
Yeah.
there.
Well, that's kind of what it looked like on Saturday.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Just because you won, it looked
8:48.
it
It's
looked-
hard to say.
It looked so much better.
Heck yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so tougher than dirt, guys. Like Craig says, stop in the store and then forward it to me. Excited for it. 2 weeks from today. Starts
2 weeks from
starts in
today.
Underwood. We're going to open in Underwood, and 13 days later we're going to have tougher
no
than dirt.
more.
So
We're not doing a drop a night. We only have the 5 nights this year because of
Lost Dickinson.
we lost Dickinson, so all 5 nights
All nights count.
towards the championship. And then we have bling. As I said, we have chains. We got the hat. We got
Yeah.
I changed up the trophies this year. We
Yeah.
changed everything completely up. And year 11. Last year was year 10. This year's year 11. We're just changing it up and rolling forward.
Almost
Well,
going
the
into
only
the
thing I
teenage
can say
years.
to that, if it's year 11, then yeah.
There's a couple of them at the table. Yeah, you got Junior's sweatshirt on. You're repping your team well.
Had you last week.
That's what I'm saying.
I got to get some Brock swag.
He doesn't.
know.
I seen some proofs of Brody swag coming. I think Brock shortly there behind.
I did a Bricey tonight just because.
I got Will Shresky. Who's Will Shresky's
Mine.
team? Yours.
Yeah. You're doing well with me. I got to get some Will bling. Yeah. I got to find him over the weekend. He's got the right colors, and I don't have it. That doesn't make sense.
I haven't seen him
Only a
bring
two
out
mi-
his new car yet. When's that coming out? I
Yeah,
wonder.
he
We're
had
gonna
it
have
at
to,
practice day, and
we're
I
gonna have
don't
to
know.
quiz him.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, the other one goes good too, so we're all right.
Well,
All right, guys. Let's save it for tomorrow. See y'all in Underwood.
yeah. For Jorn, Craig, myself, Brandon, Marcus for joining us on the phone. Thank you everybody
Yeah.
for watching. I will see if this thing will kick me out and let me play some music here to close us out.
She tried to hide it. Oh,
I will get in trouble.
get copyright.
What are we doing
If
here?
it ain't authentic, maybe we're okay. Didn't know how to turn it on. Oh. Ooh, Odyssey.
Yeah.
Are we concerned about Marcus at all? We kind of abruptly lost him and just moved on.
We'll make a phone call, see if he's okay. Ooh, this is not what I thought it was. We're just going to end it with this.
That's what we're going to get, though.
Yeah.
All righty.
Okay.
See you in Underwood.
See ya.
All right. Good night.